Alright, welcome back to another episode of Game Crafters, where today we're going to be going on ahead and doing a very unique mechanic. Hopefully I can get that all done with today. But before we start, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe for more. Alright, so there's a couple of things that I want to get done and out of the way with, because it is kind of important for the most part. Now, I will obviously just make a little level setup, just so we have some form of substance when making this level. So, there's a very important mechanic here that we have to create for some, is it false or fake? I think I just called it false, right? Called it false? Yep, a false wall. So, you know what a false wall would be, right? Seems like a pretty easy to, think about thing, right? Well, false walls are relatively just the walls. They're just walls that, I shouldn't move that yet. They are walls that do not, do anything. It's as simple as that. You don't need a box collider for this thing, technically speaking. Whoops, I gotta remove that. You need a mesh render, though, to make it look like it's just your average everyday wall. And ignore raycast, if you remember from last episode with the thing that we made. No tags, none of that. None of that whatsoever. And there's our false wall. Hopefully just the false wall and not the other stuff on it. Yeah, because the wall here is 0, 0, and the size is 1, but there is no box collider for this one, so, yeah. Yes, false walls. Kind of the more important aspect, although I do think I need to increase the size of it. Well, that's not, clipping through, but I'd say just for the sake of it being a little bit more on a larger side, I'm going to make it like 1.1 in the Z direction. Because without that... Or should I do 0.5? Yeah, sure, why not? Not like it matters too much. We don't really see it that well. The only reason it needs to be like that is to prevent the player and no enemies from, doing things. Also, I don't know why I did this like this. Technically, this should be here. With you... Not here. I'll just go on ahead and change you. Oh god, I did not want to do that at all. I just want that to be like this, and a boom. I want to get this out of the way and over it, because it's one of those things that don't have, like, a material. Because, it's already made. And there's one more thing that we gotta make as well. Now, you probably aren't going to like this one too much, but don't worry, it's only really being used in one part of the level, in the game. Or multiple for, secretive-based things. Just good to have in general, just to ensure that we've got this stuff doing its thing. Invisible wall. So, now, this part's going to be a little bit tricky. Can you see that still? Kind of, but it's gonna disappear as soon as, the game starts. That's the idea. You got, like, your own little invisible wall set up here. Not for crying out loud, really. Why do you do that? Okay, god, okay, whatever, it's fine. And then I think, nope. This way. Nope. Okay, I guess I'll just do this then. Yes. Invisible walls. Now, unfortunately, we do need to make a script for this, but that's fine. Invisible wall. And remove that real quickly so I can double-click this into there, because I don't know why it keeps doing that of all things when making this damn script that you need. But it's fine. Anyways, we, oh god, what was it again? Alright, It's been a week. Well, then again, no, it's been 2 weeks, actually. Okay, so I'm just going to shift right on over down to... yes. Get component. That's what it was. So get component. Oh, God. I believe it was renderer. Enabled... Or is it dot enabled equal false? Enabled. Damn, don't remember. Remind me! My own code. Wait. It was this, then dot enabled, and then equals false. That's what it was. We need the mesh renderer. But that's the invisible wall. We don't need this. And I'll just do this. Turn wall invisible. Just because. As soon as it starts, it turns the wall invisible. Let that do its thing. And what? Oh, right, that's what that is, right. There has to be an arrow there for that to work. Oh, wait, no, I'm looking at the wrong one. Alright, that's the prefab of idiot. Fool. Moron. What were walls again? I just gotta get myself a quick reminder. Walls did have a trigger. Okay, they did have a trigger. So that means you need to be a trigger. And that means you need to be wall. And you need to be wall. Just the same as all of our walls here. Wall, wall, and all of that. The only major difference with the invisible wall, it disappears. Now we're probably not going to really be able to see it that well. I would say just for the sake of being able to see it for now, I'm going to do this, and the wall disappears. Oh, can't move there. Must be an invisible wall. But yeah, the wall did change right there. And now we've got our little invisible wall gameplay set up. Which is probably going to be a bit of a pain to look at. If I were to have to, this... There's got to be some material that I can use in this department that allows for me to essentially just have this thing be, create invisible wall. I guess it's fine. Invisible wall. White, high metallic. Boom. Did that work? I thought that was going to make it shiny? I didn't make it shiny. Metallic? No, metallic didn't work. Metallic just makes it darker. Hold on, let me see something for a second, because I don't want this to get out of camera mode, you stupid piece of shit. I just want to make sure. Let's see. It's 128 and 128. And the movers is 192. So 25? 225? Doesn't exactly matter. Just for the sake of not being able to accidentally see it more. How about 35? 45? I mean, it's going to turn invisible. Because I don't want this to get mixed up with a certain other mechanic that's gray at 192. So I guess that will be fine. Let me, actually, yeah, let me go on ahead and move this over to here. So that we have that fixed. Delete this real quick, just so that isn't going to cause any ish. Oh, wait, hold on. Alright, you need to be 0. I forgot about that tidbit, and I have only noticed it not too long ago. Yes, that's the thing about invisible walls. If you go into this without knowing where the invisible walls are, you're not going to have an easy time trying to solve the puzzle. Which is not really a puzzle, it's literally just going into the area with invisible walls and whatnot. So remember that. If you keep your memory in check. I don't remember it. Okay, let's see. Yeah, can't move in that direction. Can't move in this direction. Oh, hey, I found it. I guess it's not that difficult. But yes, invisible walls. The one major importance they have is to essentially act as a hider for a certain mechanic. For secrets and whatnot. Say there's like a certain area that you want to like guide the players through and whatnot. You want to be able to have invisible walls to make it easier for them to know what direction they need to go into for that particular mechanic. As well as just invisible walls for that, what was that area called again? I'm going to look it up. Where is it? Here we are. Yes, for the Illusion Plateau. That area. That area is going to be everyone's worst nightmare. Oh, wait, right. Don't close that out. Now that we got that area done with, it's time for us to start working on another mechanic. Oh, I should probably still leave this open so I can get the colors here. Alright, where is it? Here it is. Okay. So this mechanic is simply... This is called a gate. But it's not a gate in the way that you think it is. You'll see what I mean. So, first things first. I need to add a gate tag. This gate tag is important. It's important for a few reasons, and you'll see why in a minute. Gates are essentially like walls, but the only difference here is you can't go through them. Everything else can. Alright, so let's see. There's another thing that we're going to have to make for that department. But for now, that's not what I want. Let's see here. So gates is 255 and 128 on the rest. This is what these gates look like. And I think this is all that we need from this. I don't think there's anything else here that I can utilize. I don't want to ignore raycast. Because I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to, like, mesh certain things together here. I think it's fine. If we need to make adjustments, we could just make it in here. So, yeah, there's the gate. The gate right over here in the prefab department. It's got the box collider and whatnot, the trigger. And I think that's it. So, this part is actually relatively simple. I'm going to go over to here. How we've been doing so far? 13 minutes, okay. I guess technically we need to go more in the other departments here. Where is it? I need detect down, detect left, detect right, and detect up. Okay. So this is literally all the gate detection is for the player. It works the same as the wall. Equals gate. And of course, player dot wall down equals true. Now I have no clue how this is going to screw up anything in this department. I hope it doesn't. Oh, and I fixed some certain things around with the key department. I somehow managed to forget about this, which is important. So, yeah. That was a rather easy fix. Yeah, because we have the key that's doing the same thing, so it doesn't make any sense for it to screw up. Alright. Correct? Yeah. Okay, let's see. Just gotta move you down here. do this, but make this one false. Also, let me just do a double check to make sure that that's false as well. Good. Just need to check. Just need to make sure. Yeah, this part is easy. There's not really anything here that like gets in the way of this being made. Enemies will go right through it. Crates will also go right through it. But the only issue with the crates here that I have to create is a very particular setup. You'll see what I mean soon enough. You'll see what I mean soon enough. And make that false. What the hell? I don't know what I did there, but it screwed up. I don't know. It's fine. Everything is fine. Wall right, false. Wall left, false. Wall down, false. Wall up, false. Go up here. Wall up, true. Wall right, true. Wall left, true. And wall down, true. Okay, good, great. Alright, now, it's not done yet. There's still a few things here that we need to fix. But this is the most important aspect for the gate system. That is going to be used mostly in all things necessary for, certain things. Ooh, and I also wonder if I should do... Oh yeah, that would be cool. If I should do that instead. Hold on. Move that here. Can't go in this direction. Gotta go in that direction. Yeah, I want to try something out here that I think is going to look cool. Enemy. I should probably separate the enemies a bit. Alright, I want clockwise for this one. I guess technically... No, it does matter. It does kind of matter. I'll scroll through these guys to see which ones I need to change. So, you need to go right, you need to go down, you need to go left, and you need to go up. So you will soon see why this is important. Although, I do kind of want this to be here. And this to be here as the exit. And we just put ourselves a vertical end to the scene. Right here. Yeah, that'll do. So there's a certain thing that you can do here. You can literally skip past enemies. God, you can barely even tell because they're so synchronized. Yeah, you can literally just skip right on past enemies. It's very difficult to do, but you can do that. I don't think I'm going to make that into an actual mechanic, but it is something you can do. Now, there is one thing, though, that I have to do with the gate here. The gate here needs to be smaller. So 0.95. Small enough to allow for the stuff to look like it's going through it. So you can see the enemies passing on through. Damn. See, it's not that easy to do. You really gotta, like, be on the nose with the timing here. There we go. Whew, man, that is a challenge and a half. Alright, now, I'm gonna do this lip test. This should work just fine. I can't get out, I die! Damn it. Ooh, man, that timing is rough. It's one of those advanced techniques that requires you to do the thing. Yeah, can't go down, can't do that. Not easy at all to do that little dodge things, but... I was trying to do the dodge, but the W key didn't press. But there you have it, the gate. But wait, there's more tests that need to be done. I don't need the enemies for this. I'll get rid of these gates and the walls in the middle. I guess I can get rid of that. That's fine. I can just do this. Alright, so here's the test that I want to try to perform, which is obviously not going to work, but I want to show you what we're going to do to try to make this thing work properly. Whoops. I guess it doesn't matter, but I'm still going to do it anyways. Okay, so there's one thing to take into consideration with the crates system here. You want to try to get this here, dealt with. But you gotta try to get this crate to go into there. But you have to try to get this crate to move through the rest of the scene. You'll see what I am going to be crafting up soon enough. I just gotta figure out a good crate puzzle for us to do, just because. I'll open up some of this area. I'll delete these, open up some more space here for us to work with. Now, this is not really going to work, but I want to show you a potential puzzle setup that we can craft here. Oh, that's not going to work. I made it impossible. Well, let's not make it too difficult. We're trying to do a test here, not make a crate puzzle. Alright. Move the crate here, move the crate here. And now, you can move crates inside of here. But the problem is, because you can't go inside of it, you can't really, move it. You would have to, have it set for the crate to, detect the player's input when it's in a certain spot. But we don't want that, because I came up with a better idea. You'll see in a minute. So, consider the gates like ice for the crates, except they require the player's input to be able to do things. So let's see here. Where do I want this to have set? Public bool, gate movement. Just because, gate movement. So this is important. Let's see here. I need to have an on trigger enter. I'll put it here. Gate detection. Whoops. This is rather important for one reason, mainly. Is equal to gate. This will make gate movement equal true. And I'll have a stop coroutine for gated. I'll call it. Oh, wait, no. Gated. Boom. And then we're going to have an exit point. Oh, we don't have an exit point. Oh, that's easy enough. On trigger exit, remove the private. Exit detection. Assuming I did the same for enter detection. Yep. And we have our little gate detection. Okay. Same old. If tag is equal to gate, then start coroutine gated. Oops. Capitalize, you fool. Gated. That's what it'll do. And yeah, this is another easy system right over here. Just gotta do gate movement, i.e. numerator, gated, zoom, doop. Oops. Yield. Not capitalize, you fool. Return new weight full. Whoa, not. Wait, what? Water status. That is a weird thing to have. Oh, wait, no. I remember water status now. No, I meant to press 0, you fucking idiot. It's fine. Everything is fine. Alright. And gate movement equals false. I'm making so many mistakes here. So yeah, that makes it so that it removes the gate movement stuff and whatnot. I forgot why we had movement direction for this one initially. What reason did we have movement direction for this one? I did set up the movement direction for something, but I can't remember why exactly I had movement direction to begin with. That's weird. Why can't I remember? I mean, I guess it's fine. It is necessary. But there was movement direction for a reason. Oh, the launcher! Right. I forgot. Okay. Alright, this is easy. Gate... you're not supposed to be capitalized. Gate movement. Alright, this one is easy. If gate movement is equal to true, and movement is equal to true, I'm assuming everything is where it is supposed to be. So this is literally just the same, except it's not 2, it's 1. Yeah, that's literally, it's just the same. Just do start movement and have it keep on moving. Only really necessary if, that is equal to true. So now, this should work, unless I screwed something up. But this should work. The crate should continue to move until it reaches the lava point. Whoops. And there it goes. Ah, yes. Perfecto. But wait. Hold on. We can't get through the gates. What will we do to get through the gates, you may ask? Well, there is another mechanic that is going to be a little bit tricky to get set up. But it is a necessary mechanic, and one that I'm quite happy about. So, folks, it's time for me to introduce a new mechanic. The inverse. So, the inverse is a relatively simple mechanic that's going to require a little bit more effort to make, but it shouldn't be too big of an issue. Okay, so here we go. Obviously, you need to be 0.5. There we go. And you need to be triggered. I don't think you need to have any rigid body. Wait, I had rigid... But wait, hold on, where did I put that lava at? Shish, I put the lava somewhere. Where is it? Where's that lava? Whoops. Oh, I put the lava in gate. I mean, that had a rigid body, but why exactly? Because the thing didn't... the inverse didn't need a rigid body. The gate. But I had it there because it was a wall. I don't know, I guess it doesn't matter. I'll still add a rigid body. It doesn't matter quite much, really. Its purpose will be gotten done. Okay, so now it's time to create the inverse material. We technically don't really need to have any of the materials in its own folder. Okay, so the inverse is really simple. 128, 128, 128. Oh, that's what that is. But yes, 128. Now let's go to the inverse, and let's put that inverse in here. And now let's make a tag called inverse. Ah, yes, inverse. Make that inverse, and boom. Okay, good, great, fantastic. And I think that's all we need from the inverse. It's down 1, which it needs to be. And yeah, here we go. Awesome. Another gameplay object right here. So now I will move this inverse somewhere. I'll put it right here. And I'll put another one right over here. Oh, there's still more fun to be had with the inverse. But for now, we're just going to try to get in and out. That is our main objective. Okay, so here comes the pain in the ass part. The part that's going to be painful. But I think I can manage. I think. I don't need the shifter open. I don't need the invisible walls open. I just need the player. Detect below for now, but I'm still going to need more things regardless. Okay, so here comes the part that's going to be very much confusing and annoying. We have to get the player to go in and out of the inverse. And there's also material changes that we have to do as well. But I already have something set for... Actually, as a matter of fact, let me open up test project right now so that that does its thing. Alright, let's see. So, movement detection... I don't know what this would be. If I were to have to say if it being something separate... inverse variables. Alright, so public bool inverse block. Whoops, BLOSK. And now we need a public bool inverse for the inverse department. Is this open? Alright, good, it's open. How are we doing so far? 30 and 10. Alright, so this part is going to be tricky. I guess first things first, let's detect the inverse block. So this is only going to have one inverse instance. Inverse detection. There's going to be multiple of these, but for now, this is more important. If tag is equal to inverse, then player.inverse block equals true. I don't think we need to have this be on a timer. I think we literally just need this to be a trigger. Well, a timer is always useful, I just don't know. Well, if this does need to be on a timer, that's easy enough to set up. Inverse. Doop. And player.inverse block equals false. There we go. Yeah, because there's no real reason to have it be anything else. You exit it as soon as you move, so it's going to be false. This is never going to be deleted. This is a constant variable on here. So now here comes the tricky part. Yes, so this won't move the player if, you know, certain things are equal to false. But now we need the inverse stuff. So, inverse, enter. Alright. I think to make this easier on me... God, I don't know. Ugh, would it be easier? Would it be better to have this stuff in here? It probably would be better to have the stuff in there, actually. Now that I think about it. It's a good test. Okay. Alright. Else if wall up is equal to true and inverse block is equal to true. That's the important part. That needs to be equal to true. Then still do this, obviously. Do I need multiple? I might need multiple. And this might need to be the inverse department. Man, this is confusing. Okay, so this brings the player up by -1. So not only does it move the player up, but it also brings them up by -1. So now we just need to copy all of this. Do the same thing here, except now this one is wall down equal to true, and inverse block is still the same. Only this one is negative down, but this is still going towards us. And we're going to have something here for inverse equal to false, so that this doesn't continue to play even after that. We're going to have this be separated into 2 different instances. It needs to be separated into 2 different instances in order for us to be able to do the thing that we need to do. Oh, don't forget, we also got to change this. This is important, since that is determining where things are moving. I guess it all means that you would have to have the crate be there. But, I mean, yeah, it would make sense. You should have the crate be up against the wall to where you can't push it. If the wall's in a position that you can, like, move into it, because it's got to be, like, solid and in place, then you will move into the crate. And, you know, the inverse instance takes its full form. Now, there's also this part that I forgot, that I neglected to put in. Inverse equals true. This is important, because as soon as you go into there, inverse needs to equal true. I'll put it underneath that. Let me just make sure I'm not in the wrong spot. Okay, good. It appears that we need another one of these. And if inverse is equal to false, and another and sign for dead. Why are you doing this? Well, that doesn't make any sense. Is that not a variable, or did I just spell it wrong? Wait, what? I don't know what happened here. Inverse. What? Is there just too much here or something? Oh, he is equal to, you fucking idiot. I wish you would have one over here, then I'd be like, oh, the red squiggly line is underneath the thing that's not supposed to be there, you idiot. Right, of course. How could I forget? But it would only make sense for me to forget. It is equal to false. The other one was false, right? Just need to make sure I didn't accidentally make that true in my screw up there. And this is also important. Basically, just take all of this, do the same thing here, wall up equal true, and inverse block equals that. This is here primarily to ensure that this moves. And of course, we don't want to stop, or we don't want to start this, and we don't want to stop that. Player movement equals 0. Whoops. And inverse equals true. So now we copy this one so that I can just go on ahead and do the things that I need to do here. This is 2, this is a -1. Ah, my neck. This is right. This is this. And that's 1. Anything I'm missing here? Okay, and then for you, same thing. Move this to left. Have this one be -1. And this one be 3. Okay, now, obviously this is going to get, oops, this is going to get us inside, oh wait, I gotta minimize that one for a quick second. This is going to get us inside of the thing. But we're not going to be able to do anything else out of that because we won't be able to move. but we just want to test to see if we can actually move in there. Okay, good. We can move in, at least on one department. At least on the right department. Now let's go up. Okay, good. Now let's go down. Alright, good. And now let's just hold the right button. We should just move right on in. Good. Okay, good. So there is still something else here that we need to do, and this is important. I'm going to open up this now. So we need to change the layer for when the player gets, you know, what do you call it? We need to have the component material to be changed. So this part is, for crying out loud, this part is relatively simple enough. So I'm doing this one first just to get it out of the way and done with. So the inverse player is easy. Create material inverse player. Spelled that right, correct? Yep. Okay, so the inverse player here is just 0 in the green. Literally just inverted from what we had before. Inverse player. Now, let me go back to here. Ah, yes, public material. So this is what's going to be a little bit tricky. So we need to get ourselves a material setup, if I remember correctly. Okay, so material setup. Scroll all the way up. I guess I'll have this down here, maybe. Material setup. So public material is normal player, which should be it. Whoops. And public material inverse player. Good, great, fantastic. So now I need to go into the player and set up both of these. So we got the normal player instance and we got the inverse player instance right over here. Now this one is relatively simplistic enough. I just gotta go into update. I'll have it go underneath everything here so it's out of the way and not like in the way. Material change. This one's easy enough. If, oh wait, you need to be, that's the wrong one, but you need to be this. If inverse is equal to false. I said equal to, wait, why did you do the green underline? You did the red underline before, but it didn't do the green underline there. Whatever. Which was get component material, I think, or was it renderer? Ah, shish, what was it again? Was it renderer? Oh, no, it was renderer. Right. Renderer dot material equals normal player. Just the same as this, correct? I don't think there's anything more here you gotta worry about. Just renderer.material and followed by all the other stuff. Else, get component renderer. I said renderer, smart my ass. Material equals inverse player. Boom. And assuming that has to say materials, yeah, that should work. Now let's just check to see if this is going to work. It should. I see no reason for it not to, because inverse does not equal true unless you go into the inverse. Boom! Inverse! Everything gets inverted color-wise. So now you see. Okay, so that works. Now, we just gotta go on ahead and, well, we don't need to, no, we don't need any of these. Because these do not work anymore in that department. These only detect going in the forward direction. Now, we need to have other things. And this is also kind of important. So we need to go to detect up below. This part is important. This part needs to be a scale of 2. But I need you to go 1.5, I think. Correct? Yes? Is that the direction? Well, it's not exact. God, I really wish there was a better way to go about doing this. 1.3? As long as it can hit the things that it needs to hit. Or does that need to be 3? I think this might actually need to be 3, actually. Right now, huh? What? Wait, hold on. Where are you right now? No, bring you down to 2. Or 1.5. Okay, there we go. Yeah, because technically this is the block, that's another block, and that's the other block. So that's going to detect the inverse. So you need to be 3 and 1.5. This one is fine because the only thing that this really detects going downwards is going to be stuff like basic movements, like the mover and detecting the inverse. It just also just detects stuff like tard and whatnot, which is important, but it's not as important for this because it's not going to screw anything up. Or at least it shouldn't screw anything up. Now, I've been wrong before in the past. Okay, so now I need all of the below detections, which I am somehow able to know where they all are. I guess we'll do the left first. Okay, so, wait a minute. Oh, I didn't even do this. The thing where that's right, I was supposed to do this off camera, but I forgot. How could I forget? Shish. It's fine. It's fine, it doesn't matter. It's an easy fix. It's something that I shouldn't have to fix, but it's an easy fix. Detection! That is not what I want! I want regular old detection, not detection! Now let's try to fix this crap, just so it's fixed and it's not weird looking. I want to have some form of nice look here, right? You know? Yes, of course. Do you agree? Launcher detection. And I just need to copy you two and just do that. Shit. It's fine. Easy fix. Easy clap. There we go. Just trying to do Bobby's voice, but that didn't work. Although I wasn't really trying, so... Okay, so this is important. Inverse wall detection. So this one, unlike most other things, is detecting for a game object layer equals... What was it again? 5? Was it 5? I need to check. Is wall 5? I don't know. Go to layers for a quick second. Oh god, where am I? Oh, right, I forgot I had to change the size of certain things. Nope, wall is 7. Okay, easy enough. So detect to see if wall is there, and player dot inverse is equal to true. Or is that not going to work because you're not detecting the player department? Okay, that's easy enough. I just need to literally just copy this game object player. Select the thing, not the other thing. player, what did I do for the other ones again? How did I have that set? Player. Oh, I had player variable. Of course, that makes sense. Variable. Right. That was right in my face. I should have known. Okay, so this means I'm going to have to grab that instance. Player variable, and just grab you. That is not what I wanted. Player. And boom. I'll automatically grab this stuff. Player script grab. I probably should have changed that to something else, but it's fine. Scroll up here, get all this stuff set just so that's there and ready to be utilized. And just grab this one. All we gotta do is just grab a player's variable instance and we're set. You know? Alright, so that should be everything here. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna preemptively get this stuff set up now. Did you do your thing? Didn't look like you did your thing. Okay, here we go. Just put the player in here. Since you're in the same thing, that shouldn't be much of an issue. Because I don't know if inverse is going to be an issue. Like, what are the chances that there's going to be something down below with wall detection? Probably not, but it's just good to have so that we can remove all potential chances of screw-ups. Okay. So basically, any solid object that has the wall layer, because no matter what, anything that's supposed to be solid will have the wall layer. It'll have a different tag if it needs to have a different tag. Any solid object will have a wall layer. So, in this department, player dot... Yeah, we did need that player layer, right. So this is left, correct? Left equals true. Or is this going to be false? I mean, I guess it technically doesn't matter. Technically? I'm not sure how that would work. We'll do the test with this first. Alright, so now we need another inverse wall detection. Same thing if other.game object.layer is equal to 7. And player.inverse is equal to true. That's not what I want. Boop. You need to then make wall left equal false. I think. I'm not sure. I don't know if this is the direction I want to go in. But this is important to get basic movement. But there's another thing that I need to do here. Inverse detection. So if other.tag is equal to inverse, well, would this be a problem? It might be. Wait. There's a second to below, and that's... Oh, okay. Yeah, that would be a problem. And player.inverse is equal to true. There. Right. Yeah, that would work. Because as soon as you exit out of that, the below moves and it detects that again. I think. It should. We'll do a test. So player.inverse block equals true. Same thing in the exit department. Only this time it's false. The dot tag is equal to inverse, then player inverse equals true. So obviously we need a way to be able to get out of the inverse. Now, here's the part where we're going to have to copy all of the movement for the player here, and all of these departments, because this is important. Oh boy, this is a lot of coding here that we're copying. But it's the easiest way for us to be able to have this separated. But there's some good things about this, though. We do not need ice movement. I should be doing this up top. Call this inverse. Player sprinting. And inverse player walking. So this makes things easy. We don't need ice movement. We do not need tar movement. We do not need launcher movement. We do need dead, of course. And this needs to be true. We do not need shifter movement. But we are going to need that. So let's remove all the shifter movement for this. Okay. So this part is relatively simple. Since this can only occur if there's like an empty space in that one direction, and you press that button, since that can only occur right then and there, this moves the player down by 1. So I just gotta change all of this to that. That still does its thing. I feel like that should be false, so if I ever make that false, that probably would be the best way to go about doing this. So again, same old, same old. Maybe I will switch this to false. Because this one is different. It's to technically see if there is a wall there. If there's a wall there, it can move. But if there's no wall there, it will not move. Hence the, wait, that's the wrong ones. I need you, not that one. That one has to be that. Right, false, true. Got it. I'm just doing that for that one first, and we're just going to try to get the left movement going. So unlike the other one, this is going to be moving downwards. But only if inverse block is equal to true. And wall left is equal to true. So as soon as you exit the wall, wall left equals true. I don't think that's going to be any issue. See, I'm not sure. Because as soon as you move off of it, something's going to change. So say if you move off of the thing and wall left is still equal to true, so that would mean that the players will still be wall left equal to true because it's not leaving it. Okay, so maybe this does need to be reverted. So I was right. It does need to be reverted to ensure that, you know, that doesn't screw anything up. But that's easy enough to have set up. Okay, so that means I need you to be true now. So you can only move if this is true. And you can only move if this is false. So it is literally the inverse of regular old movement. Inverse true, dead false, all the basic stuff that you need. Check to see if there's a wall there, and if there is, then move. Check to see if there's no wall there, and if there's an inverse block, then move downwards. Check to see if there's a wall there, and move. The same old, moving that, boom. And I think that's all for that department. Now, again, we don't need ice, we don't need shifter. Well, we need inverse. The inverse needs to be equal to true. That's the great thing about the inverse, is that you don't have to worry about all of that stuff. No ice, nothing like that. There's still a few mechanics you have to worry about, though, that can, like, reach you in the inverse. But the inverse removes a decent amount of mechanics, making it so that you do not have to worry about too much. So again, revert and make that go down. I think that's literally all we need to do for this department, is change the false to trues and the trues to false, and the negatives to positive. And that would be it. I believe that would be it. I'm pretty sure that would be it. I don't see why that wouldn't be it. There's another thing that we need to do here before I move on to the last thing that I want to do on my list. If ice movement, you could... Okay, that's not an area I need to worry about. That's fine. So, true, false, detect there's an inverse block there, and boom. Okay. Right now, let's just check to see if we can move out of the inverse. So we're out of the inverse. We're in the inverse. We are up a block. Okay, but inverse is still that. Right, I gotta... Right, I forgot about the importance of changing true to a false. I forgot to change a true to a false. I didn't do the inverse properly. I forgot to change the true to a false. Ugh. It's fine. I'll just copy you. Right, this is the inverse? Yeah, this is the inverse side. Ugh. I didn't do the thing that I said that we need to do, and that was to change the false to trues and the trues to false. I forgot a true. I forgot 8 trues. Ugh. The trues. It's too much. But at least we know that it... well, we didn't know that it moved. It didn't actually move. At least I didn't detect to see if it moved. But we do know that it's moving upwards. That's good. Do. Boop. Good. Now can we go back in? Yes. And we can still move as normal. But now we need to set up the rest of the stuff. So, yeah, that's easy enough. So that's great. That was way easier than I thought it was going to be. Literally, we're just inverting stuff. That's all it was just inverting. My God, man, that was so easy. Here I was thinking that the inverse stuff was going to be a bit more of a challenge, but that was easy. Huh, nice. Oh, I smell dinner soon. I might do a little mukbang while we do this. Maybe, I don't know. So wall down equal true, inverse equal true. Where are we at right now? An hour in. Damn! An hour in, and we've already made so much progress with the inverse. Okay, cool. Great. So let me set up these first before I do the exit detection stuff. This one seems to be just simply as changing the directions in the variable. Yeah, because that's just detecting to see if the inverse is there and the inverse is equal to true. The only way that that can actually do anything in that department. Up, equal to true. And now let me go over to left, copy this shish. And now do this. Same thing, just change the variables here to down. Only just change the variables to the direction that it needs to change into. And we got right over here. And, oops, up over here. Okay, alright, good. Now I gotta wait for this thing to load. So, you saw how the inverse works now, eh? That's how the inverse works, assuming everything is where it needs to be. Oh. What the? What? Oh, wait, right. I forgot about that tidbit. Right, of course. We can't just have regular old inverse. Right? Wait, no, because that's only detecting if inverse is equal to true. Hold on, I need to go to the player and check some things on this here. Because this is important. We need to make sure that this is what it needs to be. That's weird. Inverse block. Okay, inverse block. Oh, I see. Wait. Why is inverse block not changing to false? Oh, wait, hold on. There is still an issue with the directional movement thingy, but that's easy enough to fix. But I still need to figure out why that's not changing to false. Inverse. Oh, right. But no, that wouldn't matter. That technically wouldn't matter. Okay, so there is something that we do need to do with the inverse block. It's more to it than just a regular old inverse block, but the inverse block is still needed for one department. We need to do what we did for all that stuff here for the inverse block, because let's not forget, different directions means different, directions to go into, obviously. That's an important tidbit to keep in mind when it comes to stuff like that. When you're in the normal instance, the regular old inverse, it works without any issues. But in the regular old inverse, that's not going to work. See, now that's not going to fly. So now we just got to detect that. That's literally all we need to detect here in that department. Which is easy enough. Just change the numbers to where it needs to be changed, and boom. That is right. And this is left. Yeah, this part is pretty easy. Although I don't know if that's gonna change. I mean, it's gonna test, regardless. So that's down. I smell bacon. Oh yeah, we're getting bacon cheeseburger for Ding Ding. That's left. That's also left. How could I forget the most important thing when it comes to changing directions in certain departments? That's right. That's also right. We might not need the inverse here because this only really affects the inverse department. That's up. Wait, did I accidentally have left be up? I don't know. Did I? I was not paying attention. No, left is what it needs to be. Move that over here. Move that down here. Down, left, right. Wait, no. Why aren't you going in the direction you need to go in? You can't for some reason. Right, up. Okay. I still think I'm missing something important here, but, I mean, it's still worth a shot to just test it out. This block. As soon as you leave it, that's that. Okay, so now I can't exit out unless I do this. Oh, that's an issue. So yeah, I guess we don't need to have this be false or anything. This doesn't need to be anything. As soon as that leaves it, doesn't matter what, it makes that false. This is only important if you're, wait, oh, get out of here, you stupid equal sign. Don't you hate when you press backspace, then somehow fat finger equal? Ugh. It's fine. Okay, that should fix that problem. Just scroll on down to here. So now the player should not be able to enter the inverse. Let's see. Okay, that goes back to false. Everything is back to normal. And now we're in the inverse. And now we exit it. Everything is still the same as it needs to be. That only activates if you're in the inverse. And boom. Yes! It feels nice! Now there is one thing that I do want to show you that's very useful of the inverse. I just created a bridge. And I can, well, not yet because I have to actually have the gates be detected into the thing. But you can create a bridge with this, and now I can go around here. Like so. We just made a bridge. We're going through the walls, folks. Through the wall. Oh. What? Oh, wait a minute. That's weird. Why are we still in the inverse? We're still in the inverse for some reason. Huh? Okay, so something with the crate screwed something up. Wait a minute. Wait, that doesn't make any sense, because if the crate detection thing was there, then that would just kill us, right? Hold on, let me go to crate for a second, because it could be something in this department that screwed us up. That's a wall. That's ignore raycast. That's weird. How big is the crate again? That's 0.5. What? Wait a minute, something isn't right here. Okay, let me go back to the player for a quick second and check. I'm gonna check this. This is why these are public. Also because I don't know if whether or not it needs to be public for a certain department or not, but... Huh, that's weird. What? Why are you saying wall left? Oh, I see the issue. Right, leaving the crate doesn't remove that. That's strange. Wait, that is strange. Hold on. Oh. I know what the problem is. It's, this thing. I guess that's fine. I guess we don't need this. Yeah, the crate wasn't the issue. It's the fact that because this is not reverting back to false, as soon as, you know, that does its thing. Yeah, that's the issue. Okay, yeah, okay. We don't need that to be bad then. Stop pressing equal, you dumbass! It's fine. Okay, that was the problem. It wasn't de-detecting it as soon as you exit out of the inverse. So now as soon as I move this crate... Scroll, of course. Yeah, now it's fixed. Okay. There we go. But there's still one more thing that I want to do. Just one more thing. With the detection here. Which is kind of important. For a few reasons. Inverse gate detection. Because you see, gate doesn't necessarily do anything like... It's not a wall. That's what I'm trying to do. Here, it's not a wall. So with the walls... Oh, where's that again? Underneath wall detection. Got it. This is the wonderful thing about the gates, and why we made it this episode. Because of the inverse. The wall inverse... the gates in the inverse, you know, see how you can't go through the gates like you can in the normal plane? Well, it only makes sense that in the inverse you can walk right on through them. And there's also another thing to take in mind with that particular tidbit. Is the fact that the, oh wait. God damn it. Is the fact that the... Where is it? Oh, this needs to be false, actually. Just so I don't have to keep changing that. Is the fact that the enemies in the inverse... Yes, there's going to be enemies in the inverse. I'm going to say that right here, right now. The enemies in the inverse cannot go through the gates. Whoops, that's the wrong area. That was a complete wrong area. I need to go down here. So yes, as I was saying, the enemies in the inverse cannot go through the gates. But the enemies in the normal plane, oh, they can go through the gates. So you still have technically an obstacle in the normal plane with the enemies and whatnot. And, you know, that's something that you need to be careful of. So now we can go through the inverse in the gates department. But I need to create the bridge first to be able to do that. Obviously. Look at it. The inverse. You can't go through the gates normally, but with this you can. And now, boom. And of course, with this in mind, you don't want to accidentally get your crate in the lava and get yourself stuck now, do ya? So now you can't... Oh, wait, you can still create a bridge because of that. Right. Right. You can still create a bridge. Because of that. How would I do this without having, like, the bridge get in the way? I guess I could do this. Have a lava here. You can still create a bridge, but you can't do anything in it. And that's the wonderful thing about the inverse. Have stuff set up like this. And you cannot go through the corners. I just like the fact that I can still go through the inverse as easily like that. But yes, that's the entire purpose of the inverse. And now, boom. There is still one more test that I would like to perform. It's a test that makes no sense, technically, but I do want to, like, perform the test anyways. We're just going to do this temporarily. I don't think this is going to screw anything up. If there's an inverse in the opposite direction, it's going to take you in the direction that you're supposed to be going into. God, that... Yeah, it makes no sense for it to do anything else to the player. As soon as it goes down, it brings it to where it needs to be brought to. Okay, awesome, great, fantastic. So, we're not done just yet. There is still one more thing that we need to do, and unfortunately we gotta create enemy scripts here, so I'm gonna create a new folder called Normal Enemies. I'm gonna move these all in here. Shouldn't change anything since this is not up there. I got all the detections and whatnot here. This one's gonna kind of suck, but it's fine. It's fine, I can make this work. So I'm going to... How do I duplicate you? Can I duplicate you? I think I can, right? Yeah, a lot of stuff is going to be duplicated. So this is going to have a... Oh god. Okay, hold on. There we go. I'm going to change you... Oh, that's the wrong thing. I'm going to change you to inverse enemies. Oops. Enemies. Unless you didn't actually do anything with these guys here. Whoops. I want to go here, damn it. I said I want to go here. Inverse enemies. Come on. Inverse. Inverse. Now, I have no idea how this is going to work. Inverse. I guess I'll work with horizontal first. So I'm going to change this to I, instead of going full on inverse, because otherwise it's just going to be a pain in the ass for me to work with. Inverse, horizontal, and whatnot. Ooh, that's the wrong one. Ugh, man, I wish it was easier to change all this stuff. Okay, so you need to be changed to I. I'm surprised this isn't actually fully screwing up. I guess it's only going to screw up in this department here. So you need to be I. You need to be I. And I guess technically you don't have to change. So yeah, the only real reason that we need to have this set up here is simple. Okay, first things first, we don't need any of the teleporters because you can't access the teleporter in this department. So we can get rid of all the coding here. So that's less space being used up, even though I don't think it really matters, but it's good to just remove the, that, instead of being screwed over by certain things. So the enemies here work differently. It still needs to detect the true and the false. It still needs to do this regardless. It still needs to grab... Actually, wait. Do we need this? I don't think we need this. Well, no, we do need this, right? Because the script does change to that. It does have to be I. There's no easier way to do it. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. But at least this is fine, that is fine. And this is easy enough. Okay, so in this department, this is the difference. If it's equal to false, it does its thing. And if that's equal to false, it does its things. So it's detect to see if there's a wall there, and if there's no wall, it goes to false. Same thing with this, change this to false, and change that to false. I don't think there's anything else here that I need to have for this. I think that's everything we need here. Freeze doesn't need to change. The only thing that needs to change is the wall detection instances, so that has to be false. This has to be false. And this has to be true. Whoops. I believe, right? Yeah, because it only knows if there is a wall there. And there's that setup at least. But I want to get all the other stuff set up. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to take the time to go through all of the inverse enemies. Change these all to this, even though I don't... For crying out loud. Even though I don't think it's going to be that big of an issue. Ugh. Would you stop it with the nonsense? You're apparently not going to stop with the nonsense. Okay, so let's open up all of this. Let's change all of this to I. Whoops, I. Yep, you all need to be changed to I. Easier to just put an I there. So yeah, the only thing that needs to change for these two, really, is just the I detection instance. You're just going to grab all of the variables from this thing right here. You're going to remove the teleport stuff, because we do not need this, like I have said before. Remove all of the teleports. Every single one of it. Oh, I guess technically we don't need crate detection either, because the enemy's not going to need it. The enemies in the inverse are the only things that you cannot kill with a crate. So I should change that as well. And because these enemies don't detect anything with the gates, they will not be walking into the gates, so that's easy enough. I don't really have to change anything there. So, as I've said before, all this has to be changed to the opposite. Anything with walls, change to the opposite of what it's supposed to be. Technically, yeah, the detections are all false, and the wall, variable update is all false, and the movements are all true. So that has to be that for that. I still need to get rid of the crate variable for the enemy in that one department, but that's easy enough. Well, there is technically one more thing that we do kind of have to do. I think... Because, yeah, the enemy would just disappear. Yeah, is that something we need to do? I think that is something we need to do for the enemies with this department here. Oops. Hold on. Do they need detect below? Maybe? Detect below that determines whether or not they need to... Because the only way they can, like, get removed from the scene... Well, if there's a wall to the right... They're going to move to that. I don't know if we need to worry about that. I don't think we need to worry about that, actually. Yeah, we should be fine. Oh, dear. This is going to be a pain. Stop it! Change it to I. I don't know why the horizontal... Did the horizontal do this and I just didn't notice it? Somehow? Somehow just didn't notice this screen being brought up a dozen freaking times? ICC. Now that might not make much sense to some people, but trust me, it makes sense. And I'm I'm hoping me duplicating all of this doesn't screw anything up. Oops, forgot the counterclockwise. Okay, this one again is simple. Have all the eyes there. I think that's all. Yeah, that's all. What else? Oh yeah, the eyes, right. Don't forget about all of the eyes that we need to put in. The enemy variable instances doesn't need to change. Those are fine. And that's everything in that department. So, same old, delete that. Delete all of that. Oh god, I gotta change all of these to false. Let's make this easier on me and just copy the false thing. Oh yeah, I might as well say this since, you know, I haven't gotten finished it. I watched all the episodes of Kids Next Door, except for the Zero movie that I still gotta watch, and then I gotta find the interview movie, just because. Oh wait, we don't even need the void detection. I keep forgetting. I could just delete all of that. Yeah, I did all of that. And then I saw the trailer for the Galactic Kids Next Door stuff. That's interesting. Pretty dark, too. Number 1 joined the evil side, and is ready and willing to just mortalize all the teens and adults. Because, he got corrupted. Or maybe it looks like he was corrupted, but, there's actually a much deeper plan that he has in mind, and we think he's the bad guy, but he's not actually the bad guy. It's just like a trick or something. I mean, that would make sense, right? It's also strange going throughout the entirety of that. Why is Chad so much of a dick despite the fact that he's technically a part of the Teens Next Door, even though... I mean, that's according to the wiki, but see, the number infinity, this freaking Men in Black, what's his name, what's the name? This Men in Black ripoff guy over here, he's apparently, is he, I don't know, what is he a part of? Is he a part of the Intergalactic Kids Next Door? He's working with teens. Maybe there's something about it. Maybe he's like undercover, and he's hoping he can get, you know, number 1 to be inside of it as a splinter cell kind of thing to like infiltrate the evil ranks of this organization. But he didn't expect number 1 to join the dark side now, didn't he? Maybe that's the case. If I would have to take a wild guess, I mean, it would make sense, right? It would make sense when you get brought down to it. Oh, because this is not changed. That's why it's not there. That's why it's not detecting. You fool. Good. Now you detected. That would be the guess that I would have that would go down. But I don't know. I would like for that series to, you know, start up. Why not? A nice, darker Kids Next Door show. While still having some goofy moments, but, you know, it's got, like, its dark moments as well. I mean, hell, frickin' original Kids Next Door is still pretty frickin' dark when you really get wrought down to it. All the shite that I saw most of the adults performing in that universe. Pretty dark. Even if it is set up in a more childish formation. Still pretty dark. Pretty dark indeed. But, yeah. Man, it sucks that they can't get the rights to just make the damn show. Executives just don't seem to understand what people want. They just want to do their own thing, even if people are like, we don't like this, goddammit. But, you know how it is. Frustrations and whatnot. Okay, I think that's everything in this department. I think. I might be missing something important. But all of the enemies there have been set up. So now here comes the tricky part. We need to create the inverse enemies. This part is easy though. All I need to do is take all of these and duplicate them. So I need to change you to inverse clockwise enemies and remove the 1. Should I change the name to normal so that this is a little bit more easier to distinguish? Because some of these are not going to be in the spots that they're supposed to be in. Inverse. And then there's you, vertical enemy. Yeah, the vertical enemy is in the wrong spot. Inverse. Okay, we're still on screen. Just needed to check. I guess it's fine. So long as the script is what it needs to be, it's fine. Normal. Do the same thing to this. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Oh man, I wish these names would be like further out. Because you can do that if you do like this. But then you got like very little to no space to work with. Is it changed? Nah, it's all throughout it. Damn. Ugh, that's the thing that sucks about that right here. Okay, so this one is easy enough. Well, first things first, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. I need to get the inverse enemy department. Oh, also I need to cross off the inverse from the list. No, don't exit out. Alright, so the inverse enemy is relatively simple. Inverse enemy. There we go. Alright, let's see. So inverse enemies are 0 in this department, 64 in this department, I think. Enemy 0, 64, 255. Is that what that is? It might be different because of the fact that this is different. Yeah, 255, 128. So, actually, you're 128. I forgot about that tidbit. Kind of annoying because now we got water like this. What do I want to do with the enemy here? Because that is the inverse of that. But I don't want the inverse to... What if I did 192 instead? Do I have a 192? There's the ice. Wait a minute, actually. What if I did 192 on the water instead? That would probably look way better. Alright, where's the water at right now? Water was at 128 and 255. But that was during the Dream's color requisition. And it didn't really look as good as I thought it would. I'm going to bring water into the scene just to see the difference. Water. Actually, that looks like a better color for water. That does look like a better color for water. Yeah, sure, why not? And let me bring ice into the scene real quick just to get a juxtaposition. Oh yeah, no, that's fine. Although, what is ice again? Let me inverse these. These are fine. These colors are fine. These are actually kind of close to what we want. What's ice again? 128. It's a good thing the other thing that we need didn't need to worry about that. Okay, so now I need to go into here. That's normal. I don't want that. I want inverse. So this part is simple. We need to take this and move it down to 1. That's literally all that is. You're using the inverse enemy, but you need to get the new script for the inverse. So you are going to use this. Remove. You need this, right? Oh, why am I all the way down here? Vertical enemy. Yeah. Remember, that's on the far end. You need this. That's what you need. Detect up needs something else again. Remove this. Is this the up? Yeah, up is going to be forward, of course. Then you grab the inverse enemy. Then remove this, put down in here, and put in the inverse enemy right there, like so. Both of these are going down, detecting downwards. And of course, now I need to grab the material and change this to inverse enemies. Now, enemies can't use the inverse. That's the thing with the enemies, they cannot use the inverse. They are as simple as they need to be. They can't use the inverse. So we got this detecting that, and boom. That's, whoops. Jeez. That's the simple part of it. I'm going to put the inverse in first so we can get that out of the way with. Now let's move these down. And let's move you down. And now let's go over to horizontal script. Remove you. Put in the new one. And do the same thing to you. Right. R is going to be here, of course. And do this. I am on right. I don't know why that tripped me up there for a second, because I was highlighting something else. But it's fine. Because it makes... Oh wait, why was I highlighting something else? That didn't make any sense. Whatever, it's fine. It's fine. So now the enemy here is where it needs to be. Simple enough, really. Well, that wouldn't work. I think it would just be easier to have the players above detection here for the hostile stuff. You'll see what I mean in a minute, because that will be important for something. You will see soon. Alright, now same thing. I need you to be inverse. And then I gotta go to, this is counterclockwise, so let's go to counterclockwise inverse. ICC. Oops, gotta put that down here. There we go. Oh wait, I forgot you need to be up one. Right, how could I forget? The all-important you need to be up one. You guys still go down. I'll do the down movement first. Yeah, because the inverse guys are up above. Okay, I thought I screwed something up there, but it's fine. So up is up, of course, no matter where you go. And down is far down. I probably should remove this before I do anything else. And right, of course, is to the second right, because that's in the order of DLRIA. And there's left, right here. And again, move this where it needs to be. So left, ICC, inverse. Right, ICC, inverse. Down, ICC, inverse. And up, ICC, inverse. Counterclockwise, all of you are counterclockwise. There we go. Easy enough. There is also something I need to do here real quick. Like, I need to move you up by one. Then I need to move you up by one. Also, I should be saving it. Even though it doesn't really matter, because it seems like it saves as soon as it exits, but, you know. And the same thing. Change that to inverse enemy. Move that up by one. Move this down. Move this down. Move this down, and move this down. Yeah. And then, of course, I need to go to regular clockwise. So, remove the script. Add in the script. And do the same to all of the others. Remove the script. And you take this. Up, IC, inverse. Remove the script. Down, I see inverse. Remove the script. Right, I see inverse. And remove the script. Left, I see inverse. And that should be all in that department. And they've all changed perfect. So, now that that's set, inverse, enemy. And we're just going to do some tests with the things that we got. So I want vertical. Oh. That's the wrong direction. You gotta be negative Z. Right. Negative Z. Negative Z. And negative Z. Right. You're all gotta be negative Z. How could I forget? It's not 1. 1 is going downwards. And now it's where it needs to be. So here's our little vertical enemy. Because why not? There is still one more thing that I need to do with the player, however. I need to have detect above now. Yes, another detection. But it's necessary. And you'll see why in a minute. I'll reduce all this stuff. Yeah, I just need to create a new script here. Detect above. Detect above. This is only useful for one thing, and one thing only, brother. Of course, open this up. And we already got detect below, so this helps. So, of course, I need to grab the player script. I don't think I need this. So we got the player script now. And this is really the only main reason that we need to have this. So, of course, void on trigger enter, not private. Detect inverse enemy. This is the only time that this can occur. Or I guess there's more instances where this could, well, that depends. I guess that we'll just call it enter detection. It depends on one instance. So if other.tag, or I guess GameObject.layer is equal to, what was it, 8? Was it 8? 8 was the hazard, correct? I have to look. Come here, enemy. What are you? 8. Yeah, okay. I don't need to have anything else right now, but player.dead, do this, equals trigger. That's literally all this needs to be for. I mean, that's what this one has, right? Detect below, not that one. Also, I don't think I need this anymore. Oh no, that's detect down below. I need detect below. Yeah, that starts the coroutine hazard death. I mean, I guess... Okay, hold on. We'll just copy the hazard death instance instead. If only just to ensure that if for whatever reason there's something that we have that allows for us to escape death, we have it. On trigger exit. I really wish it would stop automatically making it void. And then, of course, hazard death. Wait. Kills player. Boom. Just because we don't really need it, but let's just have it set there automatically just because. This is only detecting one thing, and that is the, what do you call it? Alright, so I need to move above, up here, And there's actually more that I need to do to this. Hold on. I forgot about the whole, I need the box collider instance. This was not to trigger, right? It has no reason for it to be trigger. You need to be ignore raycast, of course, despite the fact that I don't think that will be in the way of any raycasts. Rigid body, box collider, which is 1. Why did I make it 1 again? Yeah, wait, why did I make it 1? It doesn't need to be 1. It needs to be this. Yeah, there we go. Then we add, of course, a rigid body so we can actually grab the things. I'll put this up here so that this is where it needs to be. Freeze it, of course. Don't use gravity. Right, okay. Yeah, everything is what it needs to be. I don't know why detect below wasn't like that. Oh, that's why, because this is that. That makes sense. Well, I changed it back to that, just because. You may never know if something's going to change. Wait, also, did I guess it's fine. It still does its thing, and it's only going to have 1. Unlikely I'm going to have another. So, detect above. Yeah, detect above is right over there, so let's move you here. And of course, I gotta grab the player script, just as the same as this. Literally the same thing. Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know why I would need to get rid of angular drag, since it doesn't seem like it would do anything if there's no physics being used, but, you know, just in case. Okay, so there's still more here that I kind of have to do for this to work. Well, not work, to test properly. That's the word. There's still more that I want to build for this to work, to test it out. And of course, if there's going to be instances where you have to like exit an area, we'll do that. So this is the wonderful thing about the inverse. You can go into certain areas like so. Of course, make it all diagonal to prevent the player from being able to actually enter something. And of course, if you want to prevent players from being able to get to certain areas, lava is your friend. Or your enemy, depending on how you want to see it. Depends on what I want to do here. I mean, I want to move this over here like so, and move this over here. We're not really trying to make anything too special here. But there is one thing that I want to do that I think is going to look cool. Hold on a second. Should this be further? This might need to be further. I'm going to move this in more so I can grab these better. Boop. Oh, and here's a good example. Oh yeah, this is a good test. Oh, this is a real good test. Yes. I don't know if I want that here. Depends on what I want to do with this area. But this is a really good test. I'll have some lava here just to, you know, add some nice looks to it. Doesn't exactly matter. Oh wait, there is one more thing that I do want to create. And this one's actually pretty simplistic. It does not need anything massive at all. You'll see what I mean in a minute. But first things first, I'm going to go on ahead. Inverse key. That's right, folks, the key. It only makes sense that the only reason you'd have to go into the inverse is to essentially collect a key. It is literally just the same thing as the key right here. Just give it a box collider and a rigid body, and that's it. That's all it needs. This is literally all of what this is. Also, it is trigger, correct? Just that you double check. You can never be too sure with this kind of stuff. 0.5. I don't even think I need it. Oh, did I accidentally... no, it's still up. Oh, crap. Where is it? Here it is. So this one, of course, needs to be -1, obviously. Add a rigid body, even though, as I've said before, I don't know how much that matters if it's being a trigger. But the game isn't that big, so it's fine. For now. Now, of course, dinner time, inverse key. Let me get the key set up. First things first. Oh yeah, so this one's pretty easy. It's literally just cyan. Take me a key, do this, and boom. And because the player will just collide into it, it will work. So I'll be back. I'm gonna grab my dinner. Pause. I have returned with some din-dins. Ah, yes, good old-fashioned hamburger and fries, and a cat that just won't leave me alone. But I guess we'll just go on ahead and work on it. And while we eat, also I need you to go away from the food, cat. I want to test this out. Away from the food. What are you doing? Yeah. Really, cat? You really just do not learn your lesson, huh? You're really trying your hardest to get over there. I'm going to pick you up and put you over here. Might have to consume food on a pause. And we'll see what occurs. Yeah, counterclockwise. I want clockwise here. So, yeah, this setup here that we are building is simple enough, really. I just want to get these guys here and doing their thing. Remember, counterclockwise is second. And there's more to it than just that. Counterclockwise is... yeah, right. So 1. Really, cat? What are you stopping for? And 3. And of course, outside of the regular old inverse enemy, stop. I need a regular enemy now. Which means I need a vertical, or do I want clockwise? Would clockwise be an issue? No, we'll just do vertical. I'll do verticals in areas where it's not going to be too much of an issue. So you're going to go up, you're going to go down automatically, so I don't need to change that. So you need to grab a key, obviously. And here's like the idea of this and how it works. Grab that lock, get into the gameplay objects here, put a lock in here. This is the main thing with this setup, like so. We'll have an inverse there. You can exit into the inverse, but that's not going to do you any good. Okay, well, I don't want the player going into the inverse here. So maybe we'll just put some lava here to prevent that player from being able to move. And some lava here as well to prevent the player from moving. Okay, I think if everything goes correctly as planned, everything should be moving perfectly. Well, these guys didn't move perfectly, and I wonder why. Let's see. I'm not sure what could have occurred here. Where is your thing? Your thing is down below. Well, let's see what the others are like right now. I was only focusing on these guys. Are you gonna work? Yeah, you're working. And you guys are working. So what is wrong with the horizontal enemies, I wonder? Alright, let's see. I might have forgotten something in their scripts, but I want to see if there's anything here I need to take into consideration. Inverse horizontal. Did I really just... Huh? Sheesh. I think what I did was accidentally... Because these are working. This is I. This is I, and this is I. I think what I did accidentally was go to this one instead of this one. Shish. Or did I forget? I don't know. I'm probably not going to look, but y'all could probably... Why did you open that up? Get out of here. What? Why are you not going to the bottom? Can you not move or something? I guess that has to be there. Okay, never mind. Alright, there's the eye now. The proper one we want. So we need right. That's left. Right. This one needs to be right. I forgot about my DLRA. U. Okay, now it should work. Detect left, inverse, detect right, inverse. And inverse horizontal enemy script. Okay, good, great, fantastic. Whoops, I want to go back, you idiot. And now the enemy should be fixed, right? Good. We literally just had to change one small instance here. Ah, shit, I didn't mean to do that. Dying in lava. Good thing there's a lava block there. Yes, and this is the great thing about these inverted enemies. I did it again! Ugh, yuck! Why did I do that again? I wonder. Do not move it in there. Do this? Now I'm curious. Okay, so that didn't do anything. So now we gotta wait for this guy to move so that we can go all the way up here. We can't go anywhere else. Oh man, that key is just right there, out of our grasp. Man. And look, these guys can still get us. Oh god, how do I do this? Like that. Whew. Man. Now we got the key now. Man, this is kind of stressful. And you can go over the lock without having to worry about going through it. And of course, getting rid of the lock will, of course, do that, and you can't do this. Now, I want to do a little test and see if the enemies can get me in the gates, which they should be able to. I see no reason for them not to be able to, right? They should be able to still get to me. Man, I gotta go through. Okay, so, yep, they can still get you. And that's the thing with the gates. And there's another thing with the gate system right over here, where the enemies are unable to go through it. Witness this guy not be able to move in this direction. Man, that looks so trippy. Yeah, they cannot go through the gates, but they can go through locks and crates. But there you have it. That is the inverse for... Oh, let me get back out of this one. That's the inverse enemies and the inverse keys done with. There's still one more thing that I want to make, but I'll be back after I have consumed this food. Although on the off chance that somehow something screws up and the cat ends the video. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, subscribe for more, check out that playlist. And of course, previous episode of Game Crafters and previous episode of Minecraft RTC Edition. And I'll see you on the next video, in case this ends. Alright, everything is as it seems. Yes, everything is fine. We're good. Golden, great, even. Surprisingly, you didn't screw anything up, Cat. So, yes, regard the last thing, we are still continuing. Anyways, yeah. So, there's only one more, or a couple more things. It depends on what I want to do. I might just do that one a little bit later. It depends. We need to create a new block here now. Watch it, Cat. This right here is a laser. These, well, first things first, we need to create the laser department thingy. So, laser. Alright, so, this is a wall. And I think this also takes the tag form in the wall department. I'll leave this here for the time being. But, oops. Well, do the gates have that same department, or are they 0.5? No, the lasers should probably be 1. Just because of the fact that it's supposed to be 1 on all wall-based departments outside of like crates and locks, obviously, since those share something different. So the laser here is a little bit more complex. It's going to require 4-way laser creation, as well as something else. I need to create material, laser. So, let's see here. Laser is, according to this one, 96. But I think 128 is what we want for this one instead. Let's see. You can't see it right now, but it's fine. Now I'm going ahead and give it a rigid body, just because. So this laser is relatively important for a few things you'll see soon enough. But there's more that we have to create with this laser. So, this is what I need to do. I need to create another cube. We'll call it, what did I call this one? Laser beam. And now we need to create another material. Call that one laser beam. And let's see, the laser beam is this color. Assuming that is what it needs to be. This one is 64. Or should it be 128? No, 64. So it's pink, but it's not that pink. If I remember correctly. Okay, so where's that laser beam? So this one's going to be a little bit complicated. First things first, this is more so a hazard, I think. I don't know if I'm missing anything else for this one here. Or should this one just be laser instead? Because I need to have this also detect enemies. Did I have enemies with an enemy tag? I did have enemies with an enemy tag, so maybe that doesn't matter. Where are you again? Ah, here you are. Maybe we can have you be hazard. Because there's a few things that this is going to need to detect in order for it to stop like shooting and doing its thing. So it's going to be a little bit tricky to get this to work properly. I'll put this in a folder. Laser beam. Because we don't need to use this. And I don't think it needs a tag. Just as a precaution, I'll make a laser beam tag. We don't need a laser tag. I'll just have this be a laser beam tag. Yeah, that should work. Of course, you gotta be 0.5, you gotta be 0.5, and you gotta be 0.5. But outside of that, there is more to this. So first things first, I'm going to go on ahead, save this laser beam. I'm going to start working on it right here, right now. So we need an empty. Detect is all we need, because this is going to work off of a rotation. So of course I need you to have a box collider. There you are. And you need to be 0.5, 0.5, and you technically need to be 3, I think. Maybe. Or 2. Because you need to... No, not that direction. Y. Or 0.5? Is 3 what we want? No, because that's detecting too much. Unless it's 1.5 is what we want. Ah, yes, it is what I want. I will even go on ahead and create another one of these just to get a good idea of where this is supposed to be. This part doesn't matter, it's just here to make it work. Yeah, that's where it needs to be. Good, great. So you gotta be ignore raycast, of course. No tags, laser beam tag, hazard. Okay, good. So this is the tricky part. This laser beam right over here, it needs this detect to do some things. So we need to create some scripts here. Let me remove these for a quick. There we go. And I'll create a new folder. Call it laser. Go in here, create a new script. Call it laser beam. Yes, of course. Now I gotta wait for this to do its thing. I don't think we need this open anymore. Okay. So laser beam requires some things here to make it work. Well, outside of that, I also need a laser detect. Just detect. Doesn't need anything too complex. So here's the thing where it's going to get a little bit tricky. We're going to need this to essentially be able to create itself. Because this is how we're going to have this set. So as soon as this thing starts, I guess first things first, we need a bool. Call it, let's see. First of all, public bool detect. Nothing too complex. Oh wait, no, not here. Here. Here's where it needs to be. Public bool detect detection variable, because this is important. And now another thing that's important here is that we need to create. So I need to make a public game object as well. Create or laser creation. I don't know. Public game object called laser, where it's going to be continuing into laser creation. Alright, so we need to have an instance where it's, it detects if something is something or whatever. So I guess we need more than that. So I'm going to need a public bool by the name of fired, which is false. And, okay. This part's going to be tricky. Start coroutine fire or destroy. Maybe. I don't know if that's going to screw up anything. I.e. numerator destroy. We'll see if that does destroy. That's the wrong one, you fool. The wrong one, you fool. Now get rid of this. So yield return new wait for seconds, and this one's gotta be instant. Instantaneous. Then destroy game object. Destroy itself. So as soon as it starts, it destroys itself. So it's supposed to be instant. I don't think we actually need this. I think all we need to do here is detect to see if detect is equal to true or false. Wrong one, you fool. I don't know if this is going to cause any problem with the laser beam. Because it's got to detect something first and then send that information back. Wait, maybe we don't do that, but instead, I'll also start another core team. Call it, fire. Like so. Set up an IE numerator. Call fire. Doop. Yield Return New Wait for seconds. 0.01F, maybe. Yeah, sure. And if detect is equal to false, then this one's going to be a bit of a pain for me to remember. Instantiate, I think, laser transform.position and transform.rotation. Was that it? Did I remember correctly? Okay. Creates the bullet in a position and rotation and transform. I don't know what the transform is. Do I need transform there? Transform? I guess it's fine? I think. I don't know. It creates it on its position. Which in, this department right over here, it's pretty much just that. Like this thing right here. Of course, we need to move the laser beam thing here. So I don't think we need fired. Because this is only gonna... Whoa, no, wrong one. We don't need fired. Because the way this is gonna work is simple. Well, first things first, let's make this easier on ourselves and just go to here. Laser script grab. Oh, I forgot to... Wrong one. Go to here. Got to do this. Get this started up. So public laser variable. And of course, laser beam. I'll just call this a laser. Make this easier. And of course, you, if I remember correctly, needed to be, what was it again? Laser equals laser variable, and then laser beam. There we go. So that way it goes on ahead and does its thing. Detect anything. Except for the player and the clone, because they'll just cut right through them. So this is the important part. Void on trigger enter. So as soon as this laser detects something there and it enters it, it makes it go away. So if other.tag is equal to, in this instance we want enemy, and other.game object dot layer is equal to 7, I think it was. So I'll get this set up, and laser.detect equals true. So it detected something there. So let's see, anything solid, that covers up a lot of the stuff there. Oh, wait, not and. Wait, I forgot. Or. We don't want to accidentally do something stupid with the, what do you call it, department. Or, other.tag is equal to key. And that'll be another important thing. And was there anything else that I am missing? Let's see. Is there anything else that I'm missing in this department? Let me go to my gameplay objects and make sure. It's not going to detect gates. Ice is on the floor. False walls it will not detect. Invisible walls it will detect. Drops doesn't need to. Crates is wall, of course. Keys, of course, that's on the floor. That's on the floor. That's a wall. That's on the floor. That's on the floor. That all of this is on the floor. That's on the floor. And the enemies are, of course, enemy tags. That's easy enough. Laser beams don't count, that's why we don't have it as hazard, or as enemy or anything else like that, so that's good. Is it possible for it to create itself? It's not giving me an error. I mean, it wouldn't make any sense to not be able to create itself, right? Oh, you do need to be on trigger, though. Don't forget about that. And you, of course, do need to be a rigid body. Man, I wish there was an easier way to freeze all this stuff here. Like, double-click and it just fills in all the things or something. And that's fine. Rigid body, box collider. Now let me go to the laser script and put laser detect in here and grab laser beam here. Now the reason why I have that in here is just so that if you put the crate into the laser beam, as soon as it's created, it'll be like, oh, there's a crate there, so I can't move, and I'm going to get destroyed. So, which reminds that's the wrong one. Assuming this is going to work properly, because as soon as this thing is created, it will initiate this, which will destroy itself immediately. Or should this be like 50? And the creation is 25 and whatnot. So hold on. Destroy self. Fire another laser. Just because. Now we need an avoid on trigger enter. If other.tag is equal to create, then destroy game object. Boom. And so no matter what, if a crate goes inside of it, it will destroy itself. Is there anything else that... I mean, crate goes inside of it, enemy goes inside of it. So we can also do another or tag is equal to enemy. So as soon as an enemy goes inside of it, it destroys it. It gets destroyed. And the enemy doesn't get destroyed, obviously. Destroy on collision. Yes, of course. So, yeah, you wait for 0.01 seconds. That should get that enough time to detect to see if there's something there. If it is, then make it equal true. Which will make it so that this can never fire, making it stop. And it will be in the direction that it is facing in the transform and the rotation. So, yeah, that does that. That does its start thing. That detects it if there's wall there, which stops this from doing its thing. And after some time, this will destroy itself, after however long that is. Lasers will create lasers every whatever amount of seconds that is. And that should be all, I think. Crates, enemies, I can't think of anything else. It's just going to cut through the player no matter what. So laser beam detection and that detection. Alright, so where is the laser beam here? This isn't the thing that we are, supposed to be using, but I want to test to see if this will move up. So I'm going to put this right over here. We're probably not even going to be able to see it because it goes by too fast. Yeah, it went by way too fast. So I'm going to have this... Well, okay, I guess temporarily I'll set up... not here. I'm going to set up a temporary IE numerator. so that we can fully test this out. Call this temp. And essentially it will do this after it does yield return new weight for seconds. How long were the enemies again? Like 5 or something? 0.5? Yeah, but then that's not gonna work. Okay, hold on. I think we just have to get the enemy to just start, or the laser block to start firing the lasers. I think that's what we need to do. So I'm going to get rid of this now. We already got the laser beam thing here that creates itself as it does its thing. And at least we know that that did its thing. It didn't detect anything in the area when it was made. Now it's always in 0. Okay, so now for the laser. I am going to go on ahead and put the laser in the gameplay object here. And this is where we're going to start doing the things that we need to do here. So first things first, detect up. The usual setup that we have for stuff like this. I need the box collider, and I need the rigid body movement thingy. Freeze all this stuff so that can't get in the way. Make this 0.5. It does not need to be on trigger because it's just detecting stuff. Oh, and make this ignore retcast. Right. So this part's really easy. There's going to be a few instances here that we're going to have to use for this. But first things first. I need to duplicate these. Down. Guess I could do it here. Right. Wait, did I have that for the player? Technically, no. I don't need to do it like that. God damn. Damn it! You fool! Up. Down. Right. Left. Good. Everything's where it needs to be. Now I just gotta move everything in their position and their preferred positions. And there is still one more thing that we need. I will duplicate it instead. And this needs an attack above. So, yeah, detecting above. Still ignore raycast, obviously, no tags. This doesn't really need a tag. This needs a tag for the wall detection, but that's basically it. So there's a lot more to the laser script than just this. So, laser. I hope that's not going to cause any issues for stuff like that. It shouldn't. That's a field, it shouldn't. Now I need a laser detect up. Is that what I did? Is that what I did for stuff like the crate? I'm going to look it up. Yeah, I did. Laser detect up. Okay, yeah, it's easy enough. Laser detect up. Create a new one. Laser detect. You didn't do the full detect, you idiot. Laser detect down. Oh my god. You're really being a bitch with that now, aren't you? Another one. Script. Laser detect right. I thought that was an O, but no, that was just a G. And the last one, laser detect up. Thankfully with B, it's all in order. Or was it left? No, wait, it's left. We already got up, never mind. Yeah, there's up. Oh, that's right. There's up. And we got laser over here, the OG. So these are relatively simple, really. All they're doing is checking to see if there is any walls there. So that's everything we need right here, right now. There's still more that I need, though. Oh, and, of course, how could I forget laser detect above? There are still more that we need for this department. Oh, wait, it's LD. Yeah, so, yeah, where's above again? Above is right where detect is. Okay, good. So there's above. There's one more thing I need to get, though. It was in the enemy script. That's not what I wanted. I did not want this. You fool. Go back to the laser. I wanted to go to the enemy script. Guess I don't need to open that up. Oh, no, it's going to open up automatically. Never mind. I go to the script, and I need to see what I had set up for startup. It was 0.5 seconds, so I was right. So start coroutine. Start up. Just the same as I did for that, correct? Yeah. And in this instance, okay, well I did that in the wrong area, but it's fine. Let me move the laser over here. Cut that out. And put it here instead. So we got startup. We now need to just start the coroutine fire. I didn't want to do that. Which is relatively easy enough. There's still more here that we need, I think, right? Yeah. I need some public bools. Call it detect up. I think that'll work. Detect down. Because this is just detecting to see if there's anything there that will prevent this from firing. Public bool detect left. And public bool triggered. Which will be important. Detection variables. And let's see. Activate. Oops. Activate variable. And of course, I need this to be set up, right? Or start up. And not in that direction, start up. Okay, good, great, fantastic. So, this is what we need to do for this one. Fire lasers. This is going to fire lasers on all directions. So, I enumerator. I don't think I need this. I'm pretty sure, at least. If I do, I can get it again. This one is fire, of course. So, yield, return, new wait for seconds, which is 0.025 F. Now, if detect up is equal to true, or I think in this case, false, actually. Oh. Oh, wait a minute. It's not going to create on the laser, right? What am I doing? Hold on. That's right. Oh, right. Although I guess we can still like have it all happen in here, like this stuff and then the trigger stuff. So that means we don't need the startup here, technically. Okay, hold on. I'll do up first. Oh, wait. I just remembered something very important that I forgot that I needed to do for this one. Yeah, you need to face in the right direction. So the green needs to be facing... that's not... is that... You're not moving in the direction I want you to move in. So... 180. Wait, what? 180? 180. Hold on. Oh, I guess that doesn't actually show. You need to be 180. I think you need to be 90. Man, why is trying to rotate such a pain? Seems like you need to be 270, actually. Right? 90, 18, 29, 18, 20, yeah. And you looks like you need to be 90. It doesn't show here, annoyingly enough, but the rotation is important. 0 for up, 180 for down, 270 for right, and 90 for left. Weird that's going counterclockwise, but what can you do? That is actually very important. I almost forgot about that. But I didn't. Okay, so I need to do this with start up first. Yeah, I can't believe I didn't think about this. The laser technically doesn't even need all of these. Actually, yeah, that doesn't even need it. Public bool detect. That's literally all it needs. Detection variable. It does, however, need the trigger variable. That will activate via this. So, before I even think about trying to get rid of all of this stuff, let's set this up. I'm glad I remembered, because that would have sucked if I didn't remember. So that's startup. And now we got fire. 2 different startups. I guess technically we don't really need this, assuming that that's going to work. Fire laser. Enumerator, fire. Okay. So, of course, to yield return new wait for seconds. 0.025 F. Also, how long have we had this so far? 2.5 hours. Not bad. Not bad. There is also something that we need here. Oh, we also need the... Right, how could I forget about that? Because we do need the trigger for that to do its thing. So, I guess... What's the... Oh, crap. What was it I was going to try to do? What was it? Create laser. So I need a public game object laser. Boom. And essentially just go to where we have the laser beam. Delete this. And just do this. Grab, not that. This. And then do that. And, start the core to... Sheesh. God damn it. Okay, restart. Start the coroutine back up again. Fire. Boom. So, waits for that amount of seconds, makes the laser in the spot that it's supposed to be making it in, and it starts to fire again. Now, of course, there's more to it than just that, so we don't have it yet, but laser... I'll call this laser beam instead. Beam. If laser dot triggered, we don't have this yet, don't worry, we will, is equal to false. Well, there's more to it than just that, but for now, god damn it. For now, let's get this in here, and let's grab, where exactly? This one. Let's grab this, all of it, so this is a little bit easier for me to work with. Alright, grab the laser beam, put that here, remove you, laser script grab, laser variable, and in this instance, we just want laser. Just laser. So you're grabbing that laser script, grabbing the public bool for triggered. We don't need this now. I don't think we need any of this. I think this is literally only needed just to have this. I mean, it needs to have something to show. So yeah, there we go. So let's see. Detect is also important. If laser triggered is equal to false, and detect is equal to false, I believe, then create that, start the fire over again, and then do that. So if there is a, if this is triggered, if that gets turned to true, then that won't fire, and if there's something in it, then it won't do its thing. So, I need to... that's a little bit annoying. Delete that, put this down here, and have that be a part of the laser script grab. Okay, not like that, you fool, like this. Guess that means we need you here then, because we're going to need to have our enter detection void on trigger. I just had it. Enter. Remove this crap. So basically, this is just the same as the, not the laser beam, the laser detect. It gets all of this stuff right over here. Remove laser dot, of course, so that we have that be here. So it detects to see if there's any enemies, any walls, or any keys or whatnot. And makes it equal true. Then we need an exit detection. Same thing on trigger exit. Not private. Not equal sign either. And again, do not have laser there. And make that be false. So if something exits from there, then it goes on ahead and does its thing. I think. The only thing that would change is the lock, because the lock does kind of screw certain things up. Yeah, because deleting the lock doesn't exactly have this restart. Lock detection, I guess. Void on trigger stay. This is what I did to fix the nonsense that is the lock. I don't know how much of a difference it's going to make, but if this is equal to lock, because I don't know how that's going to actually do anything. I had it set up for the player, didn't I? God, the locks just... having to delete things is just a pain in the ass. Where's my player script? Actually, isn't my player script in here? I think I have the stuff for it in the player script. Didn't I? What was it again that had to have that be like that? On trigger, enter... exit detection. Okay, so it wasn't the player. What was it? Detect... I think I need detect right. Hold on. Detect right. Go to the player script. Detect right, mono script. Yeah, I had on trigger stay, which was necessary for if others.tag is equal to lock in. Oh no, that's different. What was it again? I can't remember. Was it something with the enemy? Enemy. It might be something with the enemy. Oh, I just remembered something. Isn't that going to cause a problem for, like, if an enemy is stuck in a lock? Hold on, I'm going to do a test, because I think that is a... I think that is a problem that we forgot that existed. Because, there's always a problem when it comes to having to create certain things. So, now we gotta just go into here, put in a normal horizontal enemy. Yep. I got to see if this is an issue. Because I think it is. I'll make a key. I'll leave the key here because I might need it for tests and whatnot that I wanted before. I'll worry about fixing this later if this is an issue. Because no doubt this probably is an issue, and I gotta figure out how to actually fix it. Yeah, that is an issue. God, why the hell is this? It could be made so much easier if destroyed also counted towards it exiting the damn thing. Oh, the thing isn't there anymore. Exit. Okay, well, this is why we're doing tests and whatnot. We'll worry about that part later. Right now, I just need to focus on getting this script set and working. We'll worry about the lock stuff later off camera. I'll see what I can do to fix that. Alright, where's the laser at? Here it is. Okay. So let's see what this laser is going to do. Don't think it's going to do anything yet. Yeah, no. I think what I need to do, because I still need to add in... Oh yeah, I still got to add in the script. What am I doing? Where is the script? The script is here. Okay. So first things first, the laser script needs to be applied onto here. That's important. And that's where detect up is. Then we need to move you over here. So we got laser variable, which is this. And then we got the laser beam itself, which is... Okay, let me hide this stuff. And also, we still doing it? Yep, 241. Okay, back up here. And the laser beam itself, which is this. So now this should fire in that direction and not go up any further, right? The laser beam isn't moving or isn't creating itself. Wait a minute, it might not be Oh no, that's the issue. Wait, hold on, I forgot. It's not supposed to be there. I need to have a creation point for this. Creation point. Right. I don't think this actually does anything. Can I move this here instead? Okay, that was moved. I think that's what we need. Obviously, no ray casting just in case. But we just need to have a creation point right up there. And this instead being the creation point. Yeah, that should be that, right? Because we have the laser beam itself, which detects something there. Oh. Wait, I have to have this... Right. So I still need to have a trigger for the laser beam itself. Man, I need so much for this. That's fine, it's fine. Where is it? C script. Laser... beam? Don't I already have a laser beam? We do. Laser beam base. I already got a laser beam. Alright, I'll just have this be laser beam base then. Oh, there was a certain thing that we could have done to have like certain core teams start. I'm gonna see if I can do this. Whoops. Human bone. IE numerator. Why are you not doing this? Death. Or destroy. Destroy. Game object. Yield. Return null, I think it was. Right. Yeah, hold on, let me see something for a second. Because if I can do this, game object, laser base, the thing that sets up the laser's base department. What was that? No, wait, what am I doing? I'm doing stupid, that's what I'm doing. I did not want to pin that. Well, I guess you're up top now. God, I'm all over the place here. Ugh. Alright. Do this. Laser beam, do this. And now we need laser base for this instead. Change this to laser beam base. Laser beam base. Same thing here. Laser beam. Oh wait, base variable, right. Are they not variable? And laser beam base. I will probably fix this up in a bit. Now, remove you. Take you and put you here. Get rid of you. And fire lasers. Okay, now, how did I do this? Laser base. Was it just destroy? Was that it? Laser base, laser base. Laser base dot destroy? Cannot remember. Let me bring up my practice. Although I don't think that's here. I had something activated in the practice area. I'm pretty sure I did. Let me look. I'm sure I have something here in my script department that essentially acted as a event activator or something. I must have, right? I could have sworn I had an event activation instance here. I'm gonna look around. Well, it wouldn't be there. I don't think it would be here. That was just raycast test, but that's not here. That wasn't that either. That wasn't that either. Huh. I don't know. There was a certain way you can like go about doing something with the coding to essentially have it activate. Was it here? No. Was it? No? Disable wall. Was that it? No, that wouldn't make any sense. Or was it it? Was it it? Game object. We had game object wall, but why did we do that again? Wall.sect. Oh! Oh, wait. Wall.sect active false. Wait, no. That makes sense. True. Wait, what? Hold on, I do not know what this is at all. Where's the wall? Are you the wall? Wall move. It would be in wall move. No, that's not it. What the hell is set active? I do not remember this at all. Oh, wait, never mind. That's not it. That's not the one. Well, that's not the one. That was not the one at all. I don't remember. It might not have been here. That's the thing, it might not have been here. Okay, you know what? Let's... Because this doesn't work, does it? Yeah, no, because laser... It can't be used as a method. Alright, how about we just do... destroy. I'll set up... Wait, do we already have it destroyed? Oh, we already got it destroyed. Never mind. Destroy self. There. And now I just go on ahead and set up a public bool destroy self. And then we just have for now, because this is just all over the place, I want to try to get this done with. Void update. None of this. None of this. I'll organize all this stuff later. If destroy self is equal to true, then it'll just go on ahead and do this. Simple as that. We don't need this. Destroy variable. And that's it. Yeah, just to make this a lot easier on myself. Also, I should move these lasers here so that they actually work and do their thing. Oh, also, this is not right. It's laser beam base. No, wait, no, it is laser base. Hold on. Why are you not doing your thing? Did I mess something up? Oh, wait. Equals true. Right. That's what I messed up. Because I was in destroy command instance, which obviously isn't going to work. Yeah, so that grabs that. That activates that. So that means we have to have this be like this, which will destroy the laser beam base, which will just get rid of this. So this is going to create the stuff where it needs to be. I bought on my tongue here when I was eating lunch earlier, so I still got a sore there. Damn it. So that creates a laser, that does all its things. It's now being made on a laser beam point right now, the creation point. Well, the laser beam itself needs to have the laser beam base, which is right here, the second one. Got it. So it's got its destroy self instance, laser beam base variable, which is this. And you're creating... Wait, what? Huh? Wait a minute. Hold up. Laser. Oh yeah, it's essentially making itself. Right, I forgot about that being here. Technically you need to be this. Just so that's, not in the scene, because I think that will still screw something up. So that fires a laser, this grabs a laser's beam instance here. And it's just a text and sends information to that. So now it should work, hopefully. I still need something in mind for locks, though. Oh, there it goes. Maybe it needs to be a little bit more. Because I want the laser beam to be a little bit more open. So what if I did 75? How's 75? Huh? Are you creating lasers or not? Well, that's weird. That's weird indeed. Hold on, is this actually creating stuff, or did it just stop all of a sudden? Well, that doesn't make any sense. What? Is it just invisible now? No, it just disappeared all of a sudden. That's weird. Huh. Okay, hold on, let me go to the laser. Oh man, the laser is going to be a bit of a pain, isn't it? Actually, not that one, you fool. Open this up, go to detect up. Shouldn't be detecting anything here, right? No, as soon as that occurs, it stops detecting. What? It was working fine before, but now all of a sudden it's not? Well, let me see. Layer equals 7, which, if I remember correctly, yeah, that's the wall. But there's no wall here. And that's ignore raycast. I do not want to go here. I don't even think I need that open anymore. Looking for T. That's weird. Huh. There's no enemies, there's no layers, there's no keys, there's nothing to make it activate. That is weird. And having the laser beam being set to 50 seems to make it still work. Man, this is very strange. Why is it doing that all of a sudden? It does destroy the player. Oh, now it's stopped. Huh. I don't understand why it's doing that. There's nothing there for you to detect. So why are you detecting? This is strange. What is laser beam again? It's a hazard. But you're not looking for a hazard. I'll move you up. You're just looking for tags that equal enemies and game object layers that equal 7 and key. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get why it's doing that. All this is having a public bool by the name of trigger. But somehow that's activating? Something isn't right here. And the only thing I can think of is that somehow these laser beams are creating some mess up that I don't understand. Hold on, let me go into here for a second. Ignore raycast, untag. Ignore raycast, untag. But, the lasers are being created, but it's just not doing the thing it's supposed to be doing. This is strange. What is your ish? You can't really detect yourself because you're up here. And you're frozen in all positions, so there's no possible way you can even move. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with this one. And the lasers should not be destroying themselves that quickly. Let me see the laser creation process, which should be detect up. You do your wait thing, then you refire. And you keep refiring until the space is free for you. This is very strange. And having you set to 75, I don't get this. None of these are enough to trigger this. Debug.log triggered. I want to see if this will do its thing. It shouldn't. Yeah, why is it triggering itself? Where's the laser at right now? Pause. The laser is up here, but there's literally nothing here to trigger it. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Other dot game object layer equals 7. And if there's an enemy there or key there. But there's nothing there with those tags. Like, what? That's ignore raycast. So it makes no sense for that to be the reason why it would, well, it wouldn't do that anyways. So what the hell is the laser then? We know that the laser is not that. Laser has hazard and laser beam. And all the other stuff inside of the laser is ignore raycast. So why is it doing that? And then this doesn't even do anything either. So why are you doing that? That's what I want to know. That's what I am curious to know. I still don't understand. This is confusing. You should be activating right now. You should not be deactivating. Okay, delete this. I don't think I need this right now. Or not delete, close it. Alright, I am going to momentarily remove this. Well, hold on. I want to keep triggered there at least. I want to see where the hell this is occurring. We're going to have the lasers just constantly create. Unless there's somehow an invisible wall there that I'm not realizing. Yeah, this doesn't make any sense at all. That's what the lasers are supposed to do. What are you detecting? What the hell are you detecting? Are you somehow detecting yourself? Because that doesn't make any sense. Okay. Well, we know that that's going to do its thing. I'm going to momentarily remove this. I'm going to see if this is going to do anything. Oh, of course, I'm going to have to reload the thing so this, does its thing. So something with the wall is screwing it up. That doesn't make any sense. 7 is the wall, right? I'm not being stupid on this, right? 7 is the wall, right? Yes, 7 is the wall. Where the fuck is there another wall? How the hell is this glitching out for no reason? I don't get it. Well, I think the laser beam still has to be, I don't know, like 0.1. For some reason, it's too damn quick and doesn't stay there long enough. I am trying to figure out what could possibly be the reason for this to just detect a wall that doesn't even exist. Because if I remove that, it will still create. Huh? Oh, and I guess I kind of want to put an enemy in the beam to test if that's going to work. Go to gameplay, go to enemies, put in a horizontal enemy. I want to see if this is going to cause the laser beam to cut its little path right there. Huh? As soon as the enemy cuts the path, it's like, oh, nope, can't do it. Not gonna work now. What? It shouldn't delete all of it. What? Hold on, something isn't right here. Something isn't right at all. Are we about to learn some weird freaking thing that makes no sense at all? No, something here does not make sense. Something doesn't make sense at all. What is going on? Is it because we're doing something with that? Is that it? Hold on. Is that... There's no way that... Because that's not a static variable. This is a public bool detect. What is the... Okay, Yeah, no, that makes no sense. That makes no sense at all. I don't know what's... Because you're only supposed to be grabbing your own laser. Okay, hold on. Because I think this is just grabbing all of the lasers here, but somehow it's triggering that, which makes no sense. Oh my god, this is confusing. Okay, hold on. Detection. You are detecting the creation point. Alright. Creation point. You're detecting the laser beam. You're detecting that laser beam. You're not supposed to be doing that. Why are you doing that? This is what you're supposed to be grabbing. Yeah, no, why is it doing that? You're supposed to be grabbing this. So you do this, and you do that. This, that. Nothing there should change. Stay. Why are you being a bitch? Because I think that's the reason why that's doing that. It needs to create itself. Wait a minute. Hold on. I think I'm doing the stupid here. Wait, I am doing the stupid. That's not supposed to... Okay, first of all, that's not supposed to do this. I can't believe it was literally just as simple as we just did the stupid. You're supposed to destroy self, like so. In other words, you don't even need this variable. You never needed that variable. This variable was never needed to begin with, because the laser base is supposed to be detecting the thing it's supposed to detect. Which in this instance is crates and enemies. I think in this department, you're supposed to activate the destroy. So, of course, I need to grab this. I'm grabbing all of it so I can just have this be where it needs to be. It all is starting to make sense now. Ooh, oh god. Don't do that. Destroy self. It's all starting to make sense. You're not supposed to destroy... It's not supposed to be destroyed via that. I did it all the wrong way. No. This is supposed to create stuff where it's supposed to be. And we'll only do it if detect is equal to false. I don't know if this is going to fix everything, but it is definitely going to, at the very least, get this to where it needs to be in the fix department. So as soon as the crate goes onto laser beam base, destroys, that does its thing, and this, as soon as it starts, also does its thing. We don't need this. We don't need any of this. We just need these two. We need to start the firing, and if this detects that there is something there, i.e. grabs the stuff here, and then does all that, then that does its thing. Oh, also, fire laser should be here. Man, we just did the most roundabout way to do certain things. I don't know if this is going to fix everything, but it's going to, at the very least, make it so that it isn't going to screw up fully, maybe? Question mark? I don't know. We'll see. At least now, at this point, that takes the laser beam instance. And I think no matter what, that's just going to grab that. But it's going to create that. So that's the main reason that we need that. Man, we literally just went through so much nonsense, and I don't even think it's still going to be fixed. I think something else is still off. Yeah, the whole laser thing just stops firing, which makes no sense to me. It literally does not make any sense at all whatsoever. This is supposed to be firing a laser beam, and that's grabbing the variables from this. So riddle me this, why is detecting for something on the laser beam department? Yeah, I don't get it. The walls don't detect it. As soon as it hits the walls, it doesn't screw up. So this part really is just the confusing part. If tag is equal to crate and destroy game object. Am I doing that wrong? I must be doing that wrong. Do I have crate in here? Because that would be a good test to see if I just did that wrong. No, that's not what I wanted. I did not want to go into the crate. I wanted to go into the crate script. Destroy game object. Destroy game object. Because when the crate gets destroyed by something, not all the crates get destroyed. So why are you destroying all of that? That's the one thing that doesn't make any sense to me. Because as soon as the enemy collides into the laser bits, it just goes on ahead and destroys everything. It can't be detect here. It shouldn't be destroying all of the lasers. It should just stop creating stuff in lasers. Right? That's what it's supposed to be, so why are you destroying all of the laser beams? The tech's looking for enemy layers and keys, which makes the tech equal false. It's just grabbing the stuff there, and then doing that. Then it's like, how do I explain it? It's like it's somehow creating this as it's destroying itself. That makes no sense. That literally makes no sense. Why is it doing that? Hold on, let me move the enemy out of the way. And let's look at the laser. Detect up, that's creating the lasers. One, two, three, four, five. Pause. Yeah, then the laser clones make their own clones here. That's still ignore raycast, that's still that. That's still that. And this creates its own setup over here like so. And it's constantly creating more clones. Oh, wait a minute. I think I see what the issue is. It deletes one and then it deletes all of the others. Okay, hold on. I know what I must do now. Okay, it was just create shenanigans. Was it parent? That's not how you spell parent. Was it just that? As soon as it creates it, it turns it into its own parent. Meaning... Oh geez, I gotta pause. And I was just turning that into more of that. How do I do this? How do I do this without it having to be created on the same thing? Well, I guess first things first, does this cause everything to delete itself? It does still. Okay, so I think what I need to do for this to work is it needs to become its own parent. But I don't remember how to have it separate itself from the thing. I don't remember how to do that. Then that means I'd have to do something with the laser then. Unless the creation point... No, but that would probably screw something up in the creation instance. The creation point kind of has to be there. Unless I were to have this separate itself from the thing and then it makes itself its parent. That's an option. Alright, I'll be back. So, throughout all of my testings and whatnot, I just realized something that's actually vitally important. That means that we don't need to have any of this destroying stuff, or the creation point stuff. Can't believe I didn't realize about this here thing that I could have done, which was, we just have it moved by translation instead. And if it detects something, it destroys itself, maybe. Because, yep. We could have saved so much freaking trouble in this department, but nope. We did things the more difficult way, as per usual. I was trying to do all this transform position crap thing, but then I realized technically you don't need to do that. Technically, I just need to move this as we go on ahead and continue going forward. I mean, we still need to do something else here with the... I mean, we still gotta create it via this, but we don't need this. If only had realized, I just gotta do transform.translate. And then it's something to do with the direction that it's facing in. I mean, that or we just have it like go in the direction it needs to move in. Unless rotation allows for it to move in the direction it's gotta move in, which would make things a million times easier. It would. But that's probably not going to be the case here now, is it? So, this is what we need to do then. Now that we've figured out what we need to do for this to work, I need to give myself a minute to try to remember. So we don't need this. We just need a public bool to detect to see if there's any enemies, layers, or any of that there. If any crates and enemies land onto the laser beam, then destroyed instantly. If any laser detections occurs during that position, and all that stuff. Alright, now else is important. Yield. Well, I don't know how this is going to work because of all the, what do you call it here? Wait for seconds. 0.001F. Boom. And then it will destroy itself. I really made this more complicated than it needs to be, but I think that's what we need. It translates upwards. Don't know how it's going to work with all the other stuff being rotated. Chances are certain things might have to... Oops, I didn't want to delete that. Am I on insert right now? No wonder why. Stupid insert. I don't want to be on insert mode. So the detect is equal to true. Then it'll wait a little bit while longer and destroy itself. Essentially, it's still moving in the same direction that it needs to move in. That's all that really matters in that department. At least with this, we know it's going to move. No, it's not moving. Don't know why. Why are you not moving? Yeah, because right now detect is equal to false. Yeah, then that deletes itself. Yeah, I don't get it. The translate is doing its thing? Oh wait, it's just like destroying itself. Right. Destroy doesn't work anymore. I gotta get rid of destroy now. Yeah, you unfortunately have to go, because now you are just not going to work. You're not going to work anymore. It is what it is. Not much we can really do about it. Still not translating. Wait. Idiot. I gotta restart this. Well, it still didn't translate anyways. Which is... Oh, wait. Right, we don't have a startup. How could I forget? Okay, void start. We need to have it immediately start firing off. Start coroutine fire. And we also need to do the same thing with this. Every time it moves, it starts it again. And now it should work. Am I missing anything? Probably. There's a freaking moth. A little mini moth. Oh. Okay, well, that still does... I don't know why that's doing that. I have to imagine it's something to do with detect. Maybe if I just change the laser's instance to... I don't know. laser detect up instead, it'll work. Maybe. Or not laser detect up, or detect up laser. Something to make this not activate, which, again, I don't... Wait, hold on. It doesn't need to be public. This just needs to be private. Well, yeah, hold on. This just needs to be private. I wonder if that's what public does here. Because I don't know if I could just have that be like this. Oh, start shooting, I guess, I don't know. Would private still work with that? I don't know. Because as soon as that... It doesn't make sense because this is supposed to be its own thing, right? Oh, unless this needs to create this as its own parent. So it's separate. And then it moves on its own. Does this need to be 0.25? How much does it create? It creates it every 25 seconds. Right, because we're having it move now. It's probably still not going to work, but it's worth a shot. There we go! Okay. Alright. I mean, I think having this be its own parent does help. Because apparently somehow detect still active. That's weird. Is that weird? Because if that's the case, then that means that I don't need all of this here. Because all I literally need to do... Okay, I'm going to do a test here. In laser, not that one. In gameplay object laser, I'm going to just do a little test. Just call it test. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it is. I just want to do a test here. I'm going to set up a quick little script. We'll just call this, I don't know, test script. Whoops. Script. I'm going to put that to public. Because if it turns out I didn't need to do all of that to be able to get this to work, oh, somebody's going to get pounded. I'm going to turn this to public. Right here. Just for now. Detect equals false. It needs to be equal to false for this to fire. So I'm going to just do if key code, or not a key code, if get key down, or what was it, get down? For crying out loud, how the hell did I forget how to do this? One of the most important things. I've been at this for too long and I have forgotten how this works, and now I gotta wait for this to take its sweet ass time doing its thing as I open up the player script. What was it again? Input. Right, it was input. Input. Get key down. And key code. Dot space. Just space. And now I'm just going to do detect. Detect equals false. Or true. Boom. I think we still technically need to have a public bool for detect. But as soon as I press spacebar, I'm going to be incredibly annoyed if this actually works for this. Public bool detect. Because that means I didn't need any of that stuff. If it was just a simple case, oh, you have to go here. If it was literally just a simple case of just pressing spacebar, or of just having the thing detect, let's see. Alright, let's see. Well, Well, now the text itself isn't changing the space. I have to set the space, right? Do I? If input.getT key down, key code equals, or key code dot space. That is right? Dot space. Yeah, key code dot W. That's weird. Now that's not working. I'll just press G instead. Alright. G. I just froze the thing. Okay, hold on. Back up. Go to here. Then go to here. That was weird. Everything just froze for some reason. That's fine. G. Okay, so why did that do that then? I don't know. I don't know why it decided to activate all of that at once. It makes no sense, but whatever. Whatever. It's fine. It's everything is where it needs to be. Get rid of this. It's fine. So the laser test thing now works. I'm gonna get a crate in here and check to see. I need you. Check to see if I can push this down. There's still many tests that I need to do with this, but I'm probably gonna do this off camera. Huh? Oh yeah, that's right, because we don't have, I remember, I removed this because things were occurring that were kind of annoying. So I removed it in hopes of that, like, fixing it, or at least helping us figure out what the hell is going on. I mean, it still doesn't, like, create, obviously. As soon as it hits the thing, it destroys itself. And of course, as soon as it detects the thing, it, doesn't continue moving. It just stops at that point. Yeah. And you can't push that out of the way quick enough. But you could do something like this. And something like, I don't know. You can't get out of the way quick enough because that thing moves way too fast. Okay, so great, fantastic. Now it's time for the other scripts. So this seems to be working, minus the whole fact that we're going to have to like do something with the key nonsense and figure out how the hell that's going to work. That should be everything inside. Yeah, okay, good. Oh man, what a pain, what a pain. But it seems like I was able to finally fix that crap. Okay. This is the true test. Now, let's see. We got the detect, the laser beam, the laser variables, the startup, this stuff, that stuff, and then that. Now, I don't know how this is going to work exactly, because I don't think the transform rotates. Or maybe it does rotate. I mean, it's worth a shot, right? Is this down? Yeah, okay. I should do the same to all the others. So this should be right. And this should be left. Good. Left, right, down. And then I need above. That's the wrong one. Above. No, it's also the wrong one. It's the fifth one, right, because the tech is in a different area. Alright, good. Great, fantastic. So you grabbed stuff from the laser beam, and you just grabbed that. Right, so laser beam needs this, and you need the variable. This is probably going to all just shoot right up. But I'm going to get this set up now. There's a good chance we might just have to have different variable sets. So detect this, that. Yeah, it literally is just the same all around. I can't seem to have it create on a different point. But I think you can do that. I just think you need to I think I need to like look into it more and try to figure out what exactly it is that I need to do. Because otherwise, I don't think it's going to work. That's the above script. I want... Oh, I already did that. I want right now. This might have to have me do certain things here. Oh, well, if the player is in a very bad spot, I'm going to move the player over here just in case it goes up, because I think it's going to go up. Even with the rotation where it's at, I think it's still going to go up. No! It still works! What a surprise! I guess translate is affected by rotation. That's actually pretty good to know. Alright, good. Look at these lasers. Oh my god, those lasers are really something. It was just a simple translate. When in doubt, translate, I guess. I guess that's the moral of the story here. When in doubt, translate. Oh, but we're not done just yet. No, we are not. Now, there's still more that I want to do here, but the laser works now. Also, you're using the inverse. That is not right, you fool. That is not right. I need you to take laser. But I think the laser is also... Wait a minute. What was the laser again? Now let me back out of the tutorial. That didn't help. Also, where are we at right now in time? 3.5 hours, not bad. I started pretty early so I can get as much as I can get done with and don't have to stop, like, immediately. Oh yeah, there's 3 different types of grades. Right. I forgot. Technically, I think... Well, it doesn't change the fact that we did accidentally have that be inverse, but... where is it? Yeah, because that's 192. That one for the inverse is 128. This is technically supposed to... Well, it says 96, but I think it's... I think it's got to be 64? What does that look like here? Because I think 96 might be the perfect one that we need. That seems a bit too dark. Yeah, I'm gonna make this, What are you doing? I can't select this for some reason. Okay, there we go. I think 96 is what we want. And boom. Okay, that's a good color. So there's a few things here that I need to do, but first I want to build out the course. Do I want that here? No, this was just here to showcase that they can't go through that. We don't want you to be able to go through there. Whoops. But this is something that I want to do for this department here. Well, that will be an ish. That's not something we want. I guess technically this doesn't matter because you're not supposed to go back there anyways. So this is the thing with this particular department here. I'm just gonna go on ahead. I guess I'll just have the player be here. That will be our little checkpoint for this instance, despite there being no checkpoints. What else do I want? Oh, I got an idea. 2 ways to showcase the setup here. You got yourself a laser right over here. Also, let me remove this stuff. A laser right over here. Oh, wait. I don't think you want that there, actually. Well, where the hell would I put this then? No. Yeah, actually, where would I put this? Because I have this too far up against the wall. I guess this entire area here will be this then. With this laser here instead. And the crate here instead. Okay. And, I don't know, I guess this. Just to, like, close that off so you can't get in. I don't really want to add any obstacles here. I just want to, like, get this set and made. So we got our little whoops. Go to the inverse, you fool. We got our little inverse right here that we have to get to. I think maybe we'll have just an enemy just doing its thing. Yeah, we'll have that be there. Because you have no reason to put it here. And even so, you can't even get back there anyways if you push the crate here, so you have to push it here. Yeah, I'll just put some enemies around. Why not? Let's get clockwise? No, that's counterclockwise. Remember, clockwise is the first one. Whoops. Let's get some clockwise enemies up in here. I guess 2. So you will be 3. Missed it. Missed it by that much. What? No! What are you... You're supposed to be in here. Now where's the other one at? God damn it. It's gonna be a pain in the ass to put stuff in there, isn't it? I'll put this as 1. And that's our little test. But first things first, I now need a laser detect above, which doesn't need anything here. Oh, except for one of the things. Yeah, you guys got that, which detects for triggered. Even though it's better to have it come direct. It's fine. But at the same time, we don't really need to have the laser thing here. We could just... Man, I really need to just get into some form of, what do you call it? Maybe I'll just change that to there instead, because that's kind of what's important. So this is a trigger instance. Before I do anything, void on trigger enter. Stop making it be private. Trigger variable. There's a few here that I want to have set, but for now I'm just getting this. I'll have the other one set. If other dot, I guess in this instance, game object dot layer is equal to 5 is the player, right? That is not equal to 5 is the player, right? I don't remember. Or other dot tag. This is the important part. Is equal to enemy, you fool. So it detects to see if there's a player there, which I hope that that's the right layer. Only one way to find out. Go over to the player over here and see if that's number 5. It's number 6, you fool. You fool. It's number 6. So trigger equals true. Well, I guess if triggered is equal to false, and I guess we'll have a variable called cooldown is equal to false, I think. Yeah, triggered equals true. This one can be a private bool cooldown. Oh wait, I don't even think we need to worry about that, because I think all we need is just for it to be else. I think that's all we really need. Detect and see if it's false, else have it be equal to false. Yeah, because that's what I forget sometimes. If you have it set like this, that means that it detects to see if triggered is equal to false. And if it's not false, then have it be turned to false, like that. That's literally all we need. And we literally don't even need this. I can just delete this layer, this laser layer here. Delete it. Yes. We can have everything be grabbed from laser above instead. Now, where is the laser object? I gotta adjust all of these to have this be detected instead. Huh? I don't know what occurred, but apparently saving failed. It's fine, we can adjust this stuff. Oh, that's probably why. Remove. Okay, now we can save. Yeah, that doesn't need a script there. That script is unimportant. Have everything be detected by a detect above instead. And the laser is just there to be a wall that the player can go into and adjust. And that's why we can't have anything be created in the walls here. So now, if everything is as it should be, this should... Huh? What do you mean all complied? What do you mean all compiled errors? What error are we seeing here? What? Something's off. Did I glitch the system or something? Well, there's nothing here. Are the lasers here still borked? Hold on, I'm going to delete the lasers here real quick. Wait a minute. No, I wouldn't use that. Would it use that? Now should work? What do you mean? There's no errors. Is the laser being fucked? What the hell is going on here? This is weird. I can't seem to figure out... Did I just screw something up here? Delete? Save. There's no errors. Oh, that... Why aren't you telling me there's an error? Oh, man, I hate you sometimes. Alright, it's easy fix. All you had to do was just tell me that... Oh, that there? You see that? Yeah, there's an error there. Why aren't you telling me that there's an error? I guess I should have figured as much. But you're like, no, I'm just not going to show a red text to let you know that everything is broken because you just changed all of this to this. Why didn't you tell me that there was a red there? I would have known better. Hopefully I can still do the Control-Z here and get the lasers back. Oh, good, I got the lasers back. Now it's fixed? Good, okay, it's fixed now. So, as you can see... Well, alright, I gotta get the key, actually. What the hell? Why are you guys like this? What? Wait, hold on. Did I accidentally change you when I didn't mean to change you? God damn it, when did I change you to... when did I change you to 3? Or 2, I mean. What? I don't know when I changed that guy to 2, but I guess it's fine. Wait a minute, huh? Wait, yeah, what is going on with this guy? Are you... No, you're inverse clockwise. What? Why is that doing that? Hold on. 3 is left, right? What the? Wait, something's not right. Oh, wait a minute. Something's not right here. Yeah, something isn't right. Is it because of the enemy somehow, which makes no sense when you get brought down to it? Is the enemy causing you to do that? Because you were just fine before. Tell me the enemy is the reason you did that. What? What? How are you screwing that guy. No, something else is screwing up. Kill me for a second. I need to see what the hell's going on. Why are you doing that? Why is it not screwing up now? Why is there just some random bug? Now it's fine. All of a sudden. No, I just screwed up. Wait, what? I don't know what this... One of y'all is just screwing up here. I gotta look at your variables and see what the hell you're doing. I'm gonna move this guy back, and I'm gonna look at this guy's variables. Something's not right here. Yeah, something isn't right here. Something with the clockwise enemies. Why was it been doing fine before, but now all of a sudden it decided that, nah, it's time to screw up? That's regular clockwise, you fool. I need inverse clockwise. It would make sense that something's wrong with the inverse enemies because I did something stupid here. 2, 3... Wall up, false. Wall right, false. Wall down, false. Wall left, false. No, I still don't know why that's doing that. True, 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 true. I don't understand why you just decided all of a sudden that now is time for you to screw up, because you are still moving in the direction you're supposed to move in. What about you? Did something here get screwed up? You're detecting to see if there's a wall there and if you can move. Wait a minute, maybe something with the lasers screwed up. But that doesn't make any sense either. Man, there's just so many problems lately that I don't know why. Yeah, the lasers are walls. But that's not a wall. That's ignore raycasting. I don't understand why there's just problems now. Why are you okay, I'll look into it later. Give me a key. Yeah, give me a key. I just need to test to see if the lasers work. I'll fix that part later. Give me a key and I'll fix it later. So obviously we can't go in here and move this crate. We gotta go in here, press this. And now we can move the crate. Well, there's also a problem that I can't go down and move it, so that's not going to help. I guess that means you kind of have to be here then, don't ya? I'll have another one of these here, why not? Yeah, not sure why the enemies here are kind of screwing up, but I guess I did kind of rush into making it because I thought, oh, yeah, this should be fine. Okay, I also got to test trigger. Ah, the trigger does work. Okay, good, great. I still don't understand why these enemies are doing that. Destroy you. Do not go there because that's just going to kill us. Oh, the enemies have stopped here for all of a sudden. Yeah, there's just something buggy happening to the enemies here that I have to look at. And now we can go through. Go around, go through, and boom. We made it to the other side. Well, the lasers are done. Somehow the enemies just got borked. Don't know how. Is it because of the lasers? I'll check. But it had to be a stupid reason if that was the reason why they're getting borked. Maybe there's something to do with the lasers that are screwing them up. Because they were working just fine not too long ago. I'm just paying close attention to the middle here. Go about it normally. Oh god, I almost killed myself. No, it's not the... Oh wait, no, that's because of that, right. I'm curious. Yep, it does still destroy us. Boom. Oh, I forgot about that. That's just me getting screwed up by these guys and their movements. really screwing them up? Why is the laser screwing them up? It can't be the laser. That doesn't make any sense. The laser doesn't even affect these guys. I'm curious, actually. I mean, why not? Let's test it out. I'm going to create a laser. Laser. Here. On this spot right here. And we're going to see if this screws up these guys. Oh geez, whatever the hell is going on with the lasers just screw up the enemies. Like, I don't know what the hell is happening with this scene here. These guys stopped as soon as the lasers got put into place here, which makes no sense. Something here doesn't make any sense. We got walls here and the raycast. Is it something with the lasers that's screwing up? God, I don't understand. That kind of sucks because lasers and the inverse enemies are very important for one particular reason. So riddle me this, why the hell are the enemies here getting screwed up because of this? They're looking at wall up. They have wall up, but they don't have anything else that would screw that up. They got move, but that's it. What? I don't know how this laser beam is causing so many issues. Why is this laser beam causing so many freaking issues? That's ignore raycast. That's a hazard, and that's a laser beam. Why are lasers screwing up the enemies? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna head on back. I'm going to lock this laser beam up. I'm gonna see if, or a laser. I'm gonna see if this is still going to cause issues. Okay, so it's the laser beams that's somehow screwing them up? Well, there's only one way to know for sure. Now I need a way to get into here so I can turn it off. I turned off the laser. I have freed the laser. Something with the laser beam seems to be screwing up these enemies' movements. These guys seem fine, but this is somehow screwing up their movements, which just makes no sense to me. I don't understand. There shouldn't be anything here to screw up the lasers. Shouldn't be anything here to screw up the enemies, I mean. It's like their detections just stop working all of a sudden. What? These guys are fine. You're fine. You're not. Turn that on and fix anything. I don't get it. How is that causing any problems for these guys? As soon as the laser starts, as soon as a laser block comes into play, they just stop functioning all of a sudden. This doesn't make any sense. Also, I do want to do a little test here with this. Yeah, you have to have that up against the wall. Oh, yeah, I'm going to push this over here. I still don't get it. This is a freaking confusing conundrum. Is there something with the laser surrounding it that's causing this to occur? I don't know. The laser's finished. There's a lot of things that I gotta fix and I'm going to do off camera. And now they're all fine all of a sudden. Only when the laser gets shot in their general direction do they have a conniption. I gotta do some tests on this, but I did get everything I needed to get done with object-wise. Now I'm gonna just spend some time trying to figure out what is the problem. But it's been a nice almost 4 hours, and that's good. So, with that being said, thank you all for watching today's episode of Game Crafters. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe for more, check out that there playlist, and of course, previous episode of Game Crafter right over here, and the most recent episode of Minecraft ROTC Edition. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode. Later.